Welcome to Lower Her, episode 62. How's it going, fellas? We're recording this on a Monday, by the way. We didn't record on a Sunday because why not? So I had to get up early to do this. By early, I mean I had to wake up before noon. My sleep schedule has been absolutely ruined.
Listen, man. Happy anniversary. It's January 6th.
It is. We are recording on January 6th. Shout out to the brave troops out there.
Shut the fuck up.
They were just taking back what's theirs.
They marched up. They had a very peaceful.
It was a peaceful protest. I've been told. A lot of people are saying this. But I'm busy for the rest of the day. By the way, I have a flight to catch in approximately an hour and a half, so we got to get this done quick. I'm going to DC.
Where are you going, man?
Washington D.C. No apparent reason. It's just the way the dates lined up.
No, hey, but you know what? Today is also another big day. We got Rock Band season 40.
Wait, Rock Band season 40 is out today? For real?
40 coming out today.
Wait, I didn't know that. Hold on.
Dude, that is
crazy.
Wait a second.
Hold on.
This just popped up.
I gotta fly to DC real quick. Gotta get back because the new Rock Band season's starting.
I'm sorry, I'll be back by dinner time. I'll be back by dinner.
These GIF comments. Somebody posted copium.
Yeah, this is supposedly the final season, correct? I mean, this is they originally said years ago that they plan on supporting Rivals up until at least season 40. So I guess after this,
did they say well into the 40s? But that was before Festival got announced.
Or did they say well into the 40s? Was it well into
30s? I remember the words "well into."
I'll have to find that.
One of the blog posts.
That was probably a blog post. I wonder if I can just dig that up real quick.
We probably mentioned it on the fucking show, dude.
We might have because the show was going before Festival came out. So
yeah,
let's see if I can go find that real quick. Keep talking. Start stalling.
Yeah, no, season 40. I just think it's so funny. I mean, that's the big number. That was the big, long-awaited, last season, whatever. And it seems like they have run so much out of ideas for how to make
40 seasons, man. I mean, it's a lot.
Go for it.
Music themes.
I thought that they would hard stop after, DLC was done, and then try and do some Rivals type thing for Festival. But I mean, hey, I would still like that. I still think that a Rivals type thing for Festival would get people to treat it as a grind, casual or hardcore player type. I don't even really know how Rivals works, but it's very. I mean, Jason, you know how Rivals works. You're playing it day one. You used to grind that shit.
You're on crew, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was never really the most enjoyable. I've mentioned this before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how about for a very casual player? What is enticing about Rivals that keeps people on? And could Festival benefit from that? You know what I mean? Because we're moving into the next season very soon.
But there's one crucial difference with Festival that will make it more enjoyable versus the way Rock Band did. Because, hey, Rock Band every week these are the songs you need to play. Mm-hmm. When I did my week, when it was Jason Paradise Week in Rock Band 4, we had Paradise City Week where the community chose the songs, right? I think I picked, it was Dream Theater, Metropolis, I want to say Spiders.
Yeah, Spiders, System of a Down.
Spiders, banger.
And I want to say maybe it was Megadeth. I'm not 100% sure. I'm looking it up to be safe. But, here's the problem, right? Those were on-disc songs. As Rivals went on, they eventually started using, DLC as well. What if you didn't have it? Well, you can't post scores for your Rivals for the week. What if it was delisted and you just can't get it?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Right?
That was the one thing that I was going to mention about Rivals being in Fortnite Festival potentially, is that this game, the way they have their DLC, or I guess,
works
the songs,
so much better.
The way that they handle song licensing and the requirements, it's way more conducive to a Rivals type experience where everybody can get the songs easily and they can put out free rotations that have all the Rival songs, or you can play with other people that own different songs or whatever. It'd be a much more accessible mode, I think, than in Rock Band.
They can just call a festival Rivals. It just kind of works.
Yeah, they already own Rock Band Rivals.
Yeah,
why not just make it
exactly.
Festival Rivals? I mean, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah.
See,
Marvel Rivals, bro.
Yeah, but Marvel
okay. If you have a song challenge in Festival now, well, you have the rotation, right? So everybody can have the songs always available for whatever's, on the challenge. So that makes a lot of sense. Instead of, hey, you have to own Butter Barn, and if you weren't playing back then, you can't post a score. Just put it in the free rotation. Everyone gets a shot at the challenge.
Mhm.
That makes a lot of sense.
I like that. That sounds good to me.
Yeah. By the way, I cannot find that blog post or whatever it was that mentions how long they want Rivals to go. I'm still searching, but I can't find it yet. I'm back to like season 32.
Try the season that they dropped Knights of Sidonia, the Muse pack. That season.
Ooh.
How long ago was that?
I
I'm
want to say
smoking on
that was
that
20.
Muse pack.
Was that 22 or 21? When they did
Knights
Muse
of
pack?
Sidonia, Rock Band.
Whatever blog
4.
post that was about, man.
I
just-
my video.
I think that was
September
like 30.
22.
That was like season 30. Like
Found
man,
it. That was a week of just 3 Muse songs.
It was
But I don't
September
see
1st,
anything-
2022 is when it came out.
Yeah.
So let's go
It
back
is-
to 2022, September, maybe August.
It's so fun to look at the blog post back then and see a familiar face at the bottom. Shout out
Yeah,
to
it's like
Kyle from
Kyle.
the festival team.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's to Kyle.
It's also
Very
cool
nice.
to see, like, still nowadays that the way that they put out like the weekly song previews on the festival YouTube channel and all their socials. It's just the same shit they were doing for Rock Band 4. It's
Totally.
the same format and everything. Starts out with a cheering crowd, new jam tracks, and then it shows a preview, and then it ends, play new jam tracks this week, or whatever they say. It's the exact same formula as the Rock Band 4 preview videos that they put out. And I think it's very endearing. It's almost like a little,
Mhm.
not an Easter egg. It's not very hidden, but it's more like a callback, an homage to the OG. Another victory, wow, for the OG, or whatever the fuck he says.
Wow.
Another victory for the OG.
Number one
Taking down the
victory
Schwitz.
royale. Yeah,
If we're
Fortnite.
about to get them.
Get
Yeah.
down.
I still can't believe they got that fucking "You're the best around." They got that song on Rock Band 4. That's so stupid. Can't believe they got
Rock
that
Band 4
song.
actually
No,
got
they-
some decent DLC.
They had
here.
some
did.
legendary pulls. They did, like, as much as Rock Band 4 is Rock Band 4. Like, they were able to achieve some cool shit with it.
Every now and then
Speaking
there was
of
that
cool
one
shit-
super crazy song like Peg by Steely Dan. All of a sudden I was like, whoa, we just got random Steely
yeah.
Dan. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Random Steely Dan, fucking 15 years later, right?
Yeah, we take
No,
those.
I was gonna say, speaking of cool things achieved in Rock Band 4, something that we neglected to mention last week, man.
Who
I want to bring up this tweet by Lizix. He randomly posted, on a Sunday night before we recorded last episode. They removed the fog, or they cleared the fog.
You gonna post
And,
that tweet so I
it
can
was
show him,
this-
pal?
And
Hello?
it was this. Sorry, I was stalling. Sorry.
God, hurry the
No.
fuck up, bro. We got a show to run.
So it's a screenshot
God.
of Rock Band 4, but if you look at the window, it's running in our
Shad
favorite
PS4.
PlayStation 4 emulator, Shad PS4. And so Lizix has been doing a lot of like hex editing and just like tweaking to the game's code.
Lizix is
and
the Rock
also
Band
to the
4
build.
guy at Milo Hacks. He is the
Yes.
the guy.
He's doing a lot of like different Rock Band games in general. He did a lot of stuff for Rock Band 2, like adding custom sources to Rock Band 2 Deluxe, which
Yes.
apparently was like impossible to do in DTA until Lizix did it, but he did it. DTA is like the programming language that Rock Band games use, and it is basically the foundation for how scripts and everything work. And it's all text. You can just do
Yeah, it's
shit
just code.
and scripts in.
It's funny.
just text.
Technically, it's a
fantastic.
DTB file, which is the encrypted one, but you have to convert it to a DTA, which is the unencrypted one, so you get the plain text, so you can edit the plain text, and you got to re-encrypt it back to a DTB. Anyways.
Down these balls,
anyways.
Jake.
Yeah, sure, man.
Right?
Also, I want to glaze Lizik real quick because I'm pretty sure his introduction into the Milo Hacks modding scene was him being like, "Hey, can somebody do this, please?" And somebody was like, "Why don't you just go do it? Why don't you just learn to mod the game?" He's like, "Okay," and then he did that.
Yeah, and then he left. He left because somebody called him a squeaker, and so we had to pull him back in.
Yeah, because he's
I'm
young.
not even kidding.
No,
I think he's
but,
probably
dude,
like 15 at the time.
I will say,
He might have been younger than that.
I knew Lizix when he was under another name, and I think he's just always been watching and just observing, and so we're very fortunate to have his contributions to this game's legacy. And like, look, dude, here, like you can see the comparison of running it in 1080p, and he ran it upscaled in 4K in this emulator.
Dude,
Rock Band
4K
4.
60 FPS on Rock Band 4 makes it look like a good game.
Bro, he was playing that shit at 200 FPS in
Yeah.
game 2. It looked amazing. I was like, man, this was like the alternate reality of what I wanted for Rock Band 4.
Yeah,
in 2016.
With
When
Fig.
the PC campaign, the Fig campaign.
Yeah, the Fig campaign, not Kickstarter,
Yeah.
not GoFundMe, not
And this
whatever the
brings-
other one is.
This also brings back the other conversation that we had last week about Rocksmith 2014 coming back to Steam, of it having a copyright-free version of the game. That's like the most surprising thing to me, because that was the pipe dream of having Rock Band 4 on PC. I just wanted a blank slate game with probably copyright-free songs, still keep like Steam Workshop support or something like that. But if we could have the engine to work with, the community will take care of the rest of it.
And now we kind of almost have that.
Now we actually kind of do. It's just it's not the Rivals update.
They'll get that working eventually. I'm not.
They
concerned
will
with
get that version
what-
working.
whatsoever.
I think this patch that Rock Band 4 works on for Shad PS4 currently. I think it's like just the practice mode update.
No,
like
it's V 1.0.
Is it 1.0 or 1.08?
Well, on the Shad PS4 window, I have a Lizix video up right now showing off the improvements. I'll put that in the chat so you guys can watch as well. On the top bar there, it says Rock Band 4 V 1.0.
Oh, okay. So, on the massive improvements video.
Yeah, and it's the old ass. I mean, no, it says version 1.3 in the game though. I would trust the in-game version a lot more than
It says in the
1.3.
description, this is still version 1.08 of Rock Band 4. Latest/Rivals still has a ways to go for getting in game with venues. But that just goes to show the
All
highway
these different versions.
is
We have
not
3 different fucking version numbers, and the
Like,
Shad
this
PS4 says 1.0, and the game says 1.3. Lizix says 1.08. I trust Lizix the most. 1.08.
Well, I was gonna say, look at the highway. It's very opaque.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Oh,
not
it is,
the-
yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
the disgusting translucent board
Launch
at, like,
was
towards the top.
very transparent at the top. Yeah.
Launch was so fucking bad.
It's funny that they had that issue in every Rock Band game, and they
They
had to
did.
patch it. Every single one, they're like, okay, yeah, we
Rock
actually made
Band
it a bit
2
more
had
opaque. Yeah, Rock Band 2, Rock Band 3,
was
Rock Band 4.
Yeah, Rock Band 3, Rock Band 4. I feel like it was the worst in like Rock Band 3 and 4, personally. Rock Band
Yeah.
4 looked disgusting.
No, I
It was
think Rock
bad.
Band 4 was the worst. I really
yeah,
do.
Just for comparisons for viewers, I'm going to look up a Rock Band 4 video from myself. Rock Band 4, I don't know, fucking...
Just look at
Dead
one of
Black
your
FC.
videos from the very beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
you're
I
posting.
upload that shit like...
Or
day-
you
day
can look
one.
at Brady's Rock Band 4
Look at that.
V1 full game FC video. Because
The
Brady did all that shit on
interesting.
drums and it looks
He did.
horrible. It looks horrible.
You can see
Yeah.
so much of the venue up top. It's crazy. I mean, for a lot of sections, it doesn't make a huge difference. But for some, depending on what's going on in the background, it can really kind of obscure what's going on with the highway.
It's so weird to me watching the video of I don't even have the audio on. I can tell it's the before I forget chart. Damn it! Played this game too much. But like the characters in the background,
In this
it's
video.
just there's so much life.
At 60
Which-
FPS, right?
Which is so funny to say because Rock Band 4, I feel, is like the least life,
least life- yeah, it has
most
the least
lifeless
life in it.
of any of the
Yeah.
Rock Band
Yeah.
games. but it's
if you
still
look at
leagues
this
beyond
at this
Festival.
speed, though. No, compared to Festival,
There, there we go.
Yeah.
That was where I was going next. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
even though
Compared to
this
Festival,
game,
yeah,
even though this
Dude.
game was one of like the least lifelike, like the most like again, this looks so much smoother. But my God, compared to Festival, it's apples and oranges. Like we saw those same like stiff animations. The characters are interacting here. They're moving around. There's the zoom ins, the close ups. On Festival, we're seeing like crowd shots that make our FPS drop in half.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
I don't know, man.
I mean, my
okay.
ultimate goal for Festival is to just make it Rock Band. I would love to have, more smaller
think that's
venues,
what everybody wants.
better character interactions, better camera angles, and stuff like that. But it probably won't happen, at least not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Now, I want to bring this up because it's kind of subtle, but a lot of that life, especially in that video of the Rock Band 4 Before I Forget, is because the camera is shaking and moving around. a
Yeah.
lot. You take away that camera and movement shake, a little bit of that life is gone because, when we think about people using their phones or a camera to film a live performance,
Sure.
it's a hand cam. It's that
Yeah.
type of thing. But I also want to include this, the cleanest Rock Band 3 Deluxe capture ever made. This video is important to me because this is JNAC after I think they figured out how to disable the camera shake in the game via like a modifier. And so you can see all the life of the animations that we so want for Festival, but the camera is very still in this one, extremely still.
Whoa! I've never seen this.
It does,
Yeah,
well,
so
especially
this is
on these older games, the camera shake gets magnified when you go to a higher FPS. Like it's going crazy. Like the camera shake.
Yeah,
is
that's what's
FPS
happening
dependent.
video.
That's what's happening in Lizik's video.
Yeah, it goes crazy.
That's because like a lot of that stuff is tied to the FPS. The engine is tied to the FPS. All that stuff.
This video looks
yeah,
great.
Jason, you're watching
This is insane.
This Rock Band 3 video. The camera's staying still, so you can see all the animations that we could want in Festival, right?
Great song to do it to as well.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But like you
Wow.
can see the characters with more life, but the camera has, it's slowed down.
But I didn't even realize how much of the Rock Band feel is that camera shake until seeing this footage.
It
adds a lot.
absolutely
It
is.
really does.
It allowed Harmonix to get away with a lot, because they
Yeah.
used it to like mask stuff too. Like
Right.
the characters and the models aren't like super duper high fidelity or poly at all.
No,
They don't look
No,
bad, but
this just looks like
it's
a different
noticeable. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, this is without the film grain.
Yes,
On the screen
that as well.
Because
That
the
as
film
well.
grain added so much to
I
not
like
only
film
Rock
grain.
Band 3, but Warriors of Rock.
It looks like
abuses
shit.
this.
It looks like shit without it on. You can turn that on and
Yeah.
off in the debug menu. You can turn off, like, I think also depth of field. It looks bad without depth of field and film grain. It looks a lot better with it.
I actually like
cinematic.
it without depth of field, but the film grain is something that I have to keep on for Rock Band 3 personally. But like Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, that whole art style just like kind of flips on its side if you don't have film grain.
Mhm.
And man, they use
Unfortunate.
so much. Well, but like it's an aesthetic type thing, right? And it also
It
It's
is,
nothing
made,
you think about
it
either.
made it look. Yeah,
You don't notice it
looked
till it's gone.
less-
No, you have no
Yeah.
idea. That's just
I
how you're like.
wanna
Oh, that's
say
just how the
the-
game looks. You don't question
Exactly. No, because like this was like 2010, 2011 era of games. We're expecting to see more graphic fidelity out of these, but it's on Xbox 360. It's on PlayStation 3. These old ass consoles with like
Again,
500
they're showing
megabytes.
their
of
age.
RAM.
Xbox 360 is turning 20 years old this year. It's
Yeah.
a 20-year-old
Unbelievable,
console
man.
this year.
20-year-old
Half a
console.
gigabyte of RAM, by the way. Half a
Yeah.
gigabyte.
I was
512
just saying
megabytes.
500 megabytes of RAM, bro.
That's
Like-
so little.
Yeah.
There is something to be said about putting a filter over a game to give it the feel of something a little bit older that makes you get like that like dream-like feel from it, like Rock Band, the Rock Band vibe. Another game that's doing this recently that has a filter over top of it. Oh, Jake already knows with the smile. He already knows. Balatro?
Yes, exactly.
Like,
Outro.
hey,
It's got the CRT.
The CRT filter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he
It's
when
like
he
the
was
best
when,
looking CRT filter I've ever seen.
It does look
Yeah.
really good. It makes
that was
yeah.
a decision that while he was playing, it just came to him, right? This, for anybody who doesn't know how Balatro was made, one guy just going about it like, I want to make a game that I think I would play. Yeah, maybe I'll make some space background. Maybe I'll throw this. Okay, that's it. Then they end up making this interdimensional fucking poker hellscape that everyone is stuck in.
It's a
me
mind virus.
included.
It's a virus of
It
the
is.
mind. My mind is infected. The past 2 nights in a row, I've dreamt of Balatro. I am playing the game. I can see cards moving. I am building a deck in my fucking dreams. I'm not joking.
Dude,
I'm not joking.
Dude, I had
It's so
moments like
bad.
that. Like when I was younger, I played this game called Realm of the Mad God. I don't know if you guys
that goes
remember
hard.
that game.
That sounds like a metal album.
and
title.
Sounds-
I would literally have dreams about playing that game. I was so obsessed with it. I didn't go to school one day so I could play it all day. Like
Yo.
that kind of thing.
Oh,
so I
a
hold on.
MG. That's what people called it.
Yeah.
I have seen this acronym and I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
this game, but I've never played
It's been around for a while,
a
yeah.
very long time.
Yeah, it was
I
made
Googled
in Flash, made in Flash.
Wow.
And then,
I Googled it, and this is one of the first images that pops up. Worst MMO ever?
It's
Hold
not
up,
bad.
his writing is this fire?
61. This guy's made 61 worst MMO ever videos. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Shout out Josh Strife Hayes. Hit it,
Also,
bro.
really quick, the Brady video I posted of the Rockman 4v1 full game FC. Like, I'm sorry, this thumbnail is so funny. Like, Jake, I feel like you have to show them.
Big help bring Rock Band 4 to PC.
How am I
Yeah,
ever
Mad
gonna-
Cats.
The 2016 roadmap is insane too.
and then V1 with no practice mode menu.
yeah,
I
no
meant to-
practice mode. Nope.
save the image of the thumbnail, and then I can like open the image of the thumbnail on my other screen. This is how it's going to happen to show the image of the thumbnail. We'll make it work. Give me a second.
It just looks ridiculous, and then Brady as Christ. Oh man.
Oh, that is him
Dude.
from the thumbnail.
Yeah.
It looked like Nolan with the long Jesus hair. It looks like
Yeah.
It looks like modern day Nolan. Fig, help bring Rock Band 4 to PC. Fuck,
We tried.
we tried our best.
We tried.
Yep. That's
don't
all right.
need-
Someone
Anyways.
can make a direct link from Fig's campaign failing to all of us being addicted to Balatro today. There is a direct line there.
There
you
is.
could have prevented this. You could have.
Yeah,
You
and
could
by
have all
all of
been
us,
playing Rock
came
Band.
by
by all of
PC.
us, we're talking about everybody except for JP and Alec. These guys are not on the train yet.
It's two of the
there's-
four.
But all of us, there's a lot of other people in the community that are playing this too. I've been seeing nothing but Balatro on my Twitter, probably because
I know
I've been
Electric Nick's
posting
been
it, but
playing,
still.
right?
Electric Nick, J-Nack,
Yeah.
a whole bunch of other people are saying, "Oh, you too? You're one of us?" Like, yeah, I
J-Nack
am
made
now.
a dedicated
One of us.
Balatro channel in Milo Hex.
Oh,
It's called
Oh, I need to go
Balatro
in there.
Anonymous. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
so
That's
if
awesome.
you guys haven't hopped on the Balatro train yet, also Balatro, doesn't matter. You can say it however you want. In fact, the developer Local Thunk calls it Balatro, which is apparently the wrong way of saying it because it goes back to some Latin term for Joker. Who cares? Doesn't
Let's
matter.
go.
I say Balatro. Northern Lion says Balatro. Okay, so he's the real tastemaker here. I'll trust what Northern Lion says.
have
It's
you seen
been
what
out for
the
like a
other?
year.
It
What?
came out last February. Have you seen what
Yeah.
the other names for it were before it was called Balatro? Like what
Yeah,
the
like,
original names were?
I think Joker Poker was like one of the original
Joker
ones.
Poker.
Joker
yeah.
Poker.
But that already
Sounds
exists.
so goofy.
There's another game that already has that. So he's like, well, I can't have Joker Poker. And then he was just, I've been going on the rabbit hole too. I've been watching interviews with him and all that stuff. I think
Oh, yeah,
Dan
it's
Giesling
so
is the one I
good.
watched.
It's so enjoyable.
If you guys
Yeah,
haven't
I,
played
um,
Balatro yet, you
I was
go
saying,
first.
I was gonna say we may have brought this up, or maybe we just brought this up in like just casual conversation outside of the podcast. But I was saying, these games coming back to just basic enjoyment of why we like games. Card game. There's a fucking Peggle roguelike that I've been playing.
Peglin.
Wait, really?
Peglin.
Peglin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jake,
fuck, I
that
gotta
game
try
is
that.
awesome.
Jake's
That
gonna
one's
try
really
that too
fun.
because we both
It's
like Peggle.
it's like Slay the Spire, but it's Peggle.
Interesting.
And so it's a dungeon run up until you get to the boss. Like,
Well, I
think
mean,
I've
I've
done
told
that.
you guys when Vampire Survivors came out, I played a lot. There's nothing
See,
left for
I
me to
think
do with
that's what
Vampire
started it though,
Survivors.
because
Yeah.
Vampire Survivors came out like 2 years ago. 3
No,
years
it
ago.
totally did. It totally
And
did. It really did.
It got people, and then also the popularity of like Binding of Isaac, right?
Uh-huh.
Those games like that, Risk of Rain. People love their
Oh,
their
dude,
roguelikes.
Crab Champions. That one's really
Crab
popular as
Champions.
well.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one was also pretty funny. But it's just now, it's simple. Here's a card game. Here's Peggle. I've been
Yeah.
playing a game called Ballionaire, which is a fucking Plinko roguelike. It's so
Sounds
much
so
fun.
good.
Jason, it's so much fun. It is
Plinko
so much fun.
roguelike. What are we doing, folks? Plinko.
Hey, okay,
Now we need
but
a
really,
Guitar Hero
though-
roguelike.
Yo,
Mod
really-
for Rock Band 3.
Yes.
Okay, hear me out. Roguelike elements are so popular right now. They are so utterly popular. I mean, it just came out that the strategy game inside of League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics, largest played strategy game in the world, and it's a side mode in League. It has roguelike elements, right? You're
Yeah.
picking up different power-ups every time. This is a very good gameplay loop. Why not? I've been talking about this idea about it with the guys off stream. Why not take the same ideas from Balatro, the seeded runs, right? Throw that into set lists on something like a Clone Hero or a Yarg. What if you could pick up different power-ups on each run that changes how you have to hit note? Maybe tap notes become strums. Maybe, and it changes their point value by double.
Or
So
all
you have
drums
to-
become tap notes, so it's
Well-
easier theoretically.
Warriors of Rock Powers or something.
Yes.
Or Warriors Rock
Yeah,
Powers, or
yeah.
GH3 power ups and stuff like this. You can have a whole
that
host
sounds
of
awesome.
different types of things, and like maybe
then-
you make a set list of like 5-10 songs or whatever, and you have to continue. You beat every song, and the further you go, the more your character progresses,
Here.
and you get more abilities, and you change more
God,
things about
yes.
the songs.
Before it feels like it's all kind of in a stirring pot of ideas. Imagine you have like a 5-song set list. There's Metallica, Megadeth, like Trivium, and like Dragon Force, and then fucking Leonard Skinner. Okay, so you have those 5 songs.
One's an
and then,
outlier there.
Yeah, right. No. Oh, sorry, Leonard Skinner.
Typo.
175% speed. There you go.
Okay.
There,
That's
and
an
it's
idea
Call
for
Me the
modifier.
Call Me the Breeze.
Call Me the
GH3
Live.
prototype chart.
Ooh,
No. GH6
Ooh,
prototype.
proto version.
Call Me the Breeze chart. Okay, there you go.
Oh, with the
now is it
organ
hard
solo.
enough?
Key
There you
solo.
go.
Organ.
No, but like you go into the set list and it's like, okay, you can only beat this set list if you have X amount of score and you're given these power ups or something like that, and then watch somebody beat it, and then they can and people can watch it back or something like that. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
this guy beat this fucking set list with this set of power ups or these modifiers to make the game harder. All these things.
Absolutely. Yeah, you
mean,
could get
songs.
literally that set list. Balatro has
This
the
guy
seeded
permadeath
runs.
it. This guy
Yeah.
permadeath it with these power ups. Like, come on.
Ooh.
Come
I
on.
think that's like a whole different
Yeah, like what if
Have
you
a
get
different
like cheat
experience.
death
of Guitar
somehow?
Hero, right?
You know?
If you think of it, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock already did this in a very, very light type of version with the
Yes.
quick play
There was
power ups.
only
You could
one
choose
playthrough.
two. You could do 2 power ups. Yeah, super light. This is like proof of concept almost of what we're talking about in Guitar Hero Warriors of
think
Rock.
of the Megadeth battle, dude. You get
In the quest
team.
mode, Megadeth battle, and you choose your teams in Megadeth battle. That is very much
God.
like what we're talking about, but that's for a set of 3. That, except for just push that way to the limits. Customize thing, maybe community driven like set lists. You can make a set list of 5 songs. Maybe you can choose your 5 songs. Or maybe you have 3 set and then you choose 2 more. Or I don't know.
I mean, there's multiple ways to do it. I instantly think back to seeded runs because you could just share it and then everybody has the same experience, right?
Yep.
That's what makes seeded runs in Balatro so popular is, hey, I beat this. Here you go. Try it with the same choices and see how you do, right? Very cool
I did not
idea.
realize that they did seeded runs for for that. That's crazy.
Yes,
That's awesome.
Me and my boy were
Yes.
playing Balatro like we were 1v1ing on Balatro like last night. As we just chose a seed. I think it's 8 characters. I chose 4. He chose 4, and then we just were like, okay, fuck it, let's see how this goes. And then
Yeah.
we made our own individual choices because theoretically the seed the seeded run will have the exact same RNG. It'll have the exact same cards being drawn at the exact same time. Right off the bat, it's your choices that will alter it. Like if you add another
Correct.
card to your deck, or if you turn a card into a lucky card, that's where it starts differing. But everything else will remain the same from the very beginning. So theoretically, 2 people could make the exact same choices and have the exact same outcome at the very end with the seeded run. But
Which, throw that on plastic guitar with set lists that the community can put together and share, right? And suddenly you have endless replayability, right? If we had something like this in Festival, then we don't have to worry about, oh man, I don't know, there's nothing to play. I have no challenges. If you have all these different achievements to unlock, if it's consistently you're getting new experiences because, oh wow, what about this combination of power-ups? Oh no, every hammer-on is now a strum note and I have to play the red snake. Etc. Like there's some fun things. And I also picked up the power-up where if I miss a note, the run is over. Shit.
Yeah, it's funny
the
you mentioned
permadeath one, but you
it's
get
funny you
5x
mentioned
your
incentives.
multiplier.
It's funny you mentioned incentives because Evan Sane in another server was talking about like how he's been playing Marvel Rivals a lot because he feels like there's a lot of incentive to keep playing and progress. And he pointed out he was like, there's just no incentive to progress in Fortnite Festival. Like if it had stuff like these modern games have, these roguelikes to give you a sense of progression, because like we're probably not going to like a career mode in Festival, but if they went a different route like this, then people would be like intrigued, and it add a lot of replayability to just you're not just playing the same songs normally over and over again.
Yeah,
I feel like-
progression is a big word here. There's no real
is.
progression in
No.
Fortnite Festival. You just play it to play the game.
No, there's not.
I feel like I've been yelling
that's a
that for
subtle
long while
reference.
now.
Yeah.
No real progression, and it's the way you get progression from your own goals. Like you have to make your own progression because the game doesn't actually give
Yep.
it to you, unless you count like moving through the music pass as progression, but it's not. It's not.
Yeah, and
It's
then
all
even the goals
it's
you
all
make for
internal.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
even
You
the
make-
goals
you
you
make
make for
your own
yourself. And even then, it doesn't last very long.
Yeah,
you know?
and no ranked mode. I mean, ranked mode helps too. That's a sense of progression because, like, ooh, number went higher. Ooh, now I'm diamond, and I'm going to go to Unreal. I don't know how you
Yes.
effectively do that. I guess maybe just percentage of, overall percentage of songs you've FC'd, or I don't know, something similar to Rock Band 4. I don't know.
Your accuracy.
Accuracy,
Right now-
perfects.
Tell me if I'm wrong with this, because I feel like there's a reason why Festival appeals to me so much because I've always been the guy that's like, oh, I love connecting music with this stuff. Yeah, let's learn new music. That's kind of been one of my calling cards since I've been a creator. And I feel like Festival really has been doing that. Like, hey, discover music here, play these new songs here, play your favorite. But at the same time, I feel like the community doesn't know how to just enjoy music through a game the same anymore as it used to be.
No.
Right? So
the meaning of these games has changed.
Yeah, with them focusing on that, I feel like that's part of the reason that we aren't seeing like the features we're talking about yet. Like that's where they're putting their effort is
their focus is
the
elsewhere.
Music with the gameplay, right? Maybe some of the things we're talking about here. God, I hate to throw back to UEFN again because we still don't even know when the frick that's going to happen. But will the community supplement, or will we still see the same problems we see in Fortnite, where just UEFN is Slopville at points? Because there's a lot of slop.
It is mostly slop.
Just like Roblox, you know, they modeled it off the Roblox, you know.
What was that game we were playing the other night, Alec? Was it Realistic Hood, something or else?
No.
First person Realistic Hood.
We were looking at the first person experiences, and we're like, why the fuck does this experience have 40,000 players?
40,000 people playing first person Realistic Hood. It was you would spawn and you have a house in this game mode. You spawn in your house. That's your house. You own it. And there's guns on the table, and you shoot people in their houses. And it simulates the hood. It's realistic. It says so right on the box when you open it up. So that's what it must be like to live in the hood. I don't know, but 40,000 people were playing it, and it was pretty fun. I'll give it to it. It was fun.
It was a good warm up because I fucking slayed in those ballistic matches afterward.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
after you left, we got Edgar to Unreal. Mr. Nunchuck got Unreal rank, and
I hit Diamond.
Ballistic.
Yeah, that shit's awesome.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got Diamond. That's when you quit. Quitter. Well,
I saw last night there was a fan made. I'm gonna send this because I saw the screenshot. Fan made Squid Game UEFN map.
I saw this too. Yeah,
shit.
Octo Game.
Look at that. Look at that play
two.
count.
63,000.
63,800 on an IP theft UEFN map.
Yeah, I was about to say this is all stolen. Like they don't have rights for this, but 63K, they're gonna get paid a lot of money for this. Whoever this UEFN creator is.
I mean, unless they don't get like the IP cleared, whatever.
What IP? It's Octo Game.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
You're right. It's Octo Game using the
Octo
Squid Game
Game
font.
What are you talking about? What's Squid Game? What's Squid Game?
Yeah, it's just like Crab Game, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Squid Games, actually, I haven't watched it, but they're doing a Call of Duty collab now. So Call of Duty is taking a Fortnite type of approach where they're like there's a Squid Game pass, much like how you'd have like an event pass in Fortnite, but it's a Squid Game pass, and I think you get cosmetics and stuff like that. But they integrated Squid Game games into Warzone. I haven't played it yet. I just saw clips, but like it's the red light green light game, but in Warzone. So when it shouts out red light, if you are moving in the Warzone map, you will be immediately killed. But when the green light goes, that's the only time where you can run around the map and shoot other players. I thought that was kind of neat.
So
that's the clip that I saw. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's what it was.
So
okay,
that's the reason you bringing that up is the reason why this screenshot went viral on Twitter, because the text from that picture was a fan-made map made in Fortnite has more players than Black Ops 6's official collab. That's
yes, it does.
That's so funny. I didn't know the context. I swear this wasn't scripted. That's very funny.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the discussions surrounding the Black Ops 6 player count the player count discussion has never been accurate with any game ever that's on PC and multiple platforms because you can only see Steam, and Steam is probably going to be the lowest, believe it or not, the lowest platform in terms of player count because Game Pass. You can get the game for free. Why would you purchase it when you can just pay $1 if you never had Game Pass before and have it for a month or whatever? But yeah, that's the discourse. There's always discourse surrounding any game with their player counts, but for games that are multi-plat, it's really kind of a meaningless metric.
I want to go back to Squid, since we're still talking about the Squid Game stuff.
Squid Game.
Like, there's a fucking Roblox VoIP version of Squid Games that is going very viral too.
VoIP?
I'm not surprised.
There's voice chat, proximity chat in Roblox.
Yeah.
And it, the cookie game where they have to cut it out. It's like someone fucks it up and be like, no, I didn't mean to do it. No, no. And then a gunshot goes off and then their voice cuts. And you can hear it. And it just sounds so real. And it's just like, oh my God.
That's great.
It's crazy.
Kind of like how the Lethal Company is like, oh no, ah! And then they die with
yeah,
you know,
or it's like
suspicious
they
reasons.
become like A1 voice actors. Like,
Yeah. Or that one old Sea of Thieves clip that's so crazy. Captain!
Captain!
and then it, like the music starts going and he's like, oh shit! And there's a boat right next to him.
Man, Sea of Thieves, I fucking hate that game, dude.
See if these nuts fit in your mouth.
I hate that game.
Oh,
As like truly that game, it was so sick, and then all of a sudden my time became precious, and it was not it.
Damn, that game was great until I started caring about how I spent my time.
Yes,
You're a
and I
child.
realized,
That's a crazy
wow,
sentence.
maybe playing a game for 4 hours and then getting all my progress ripped away, some bullshit is not fun.
See, that's
But-
why I play Balatro. It's different.
But
Yeah.
roguelikes are different because you get instant satisfaction from the things
Yes.
that you gain.
And that's why
See,
they
gain
these,
chemicals.
you're in the water and then some bastard comes up. You know, like it's annoying. I
To be-
don't care. I've
to be
put
fair-
so many hours into Sea of Thieves. Game, fuck it. I hate that game, bro.
Like, okay, you can lose all your progress in Balatro as well. I saw the idea floated around of like there should be a button in Balatro that you could like hit. That's like, hey,
What, to, like, reset everything?
I'm just actually really stoned. I didn't really mean to make that move. You should understand what I meant. Just let me go back a second, and then we can do this again.
Give us the
I
undo
didn't mean
casual
it.
button. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
Hey.
reroll.
Oh my
There's
gosh!
been
I
many,
just
there's
got
been many times where I've fucked up. Like, damn it! Oh, why'd I do that? I need to go back, but I can't.
Yeah.
I must live with this.
Yeah. Yep.
What are you saying?
That's-
Al?
big news! Santa Rockstar is 50 cents on Steam.
Yo! Buy it. Buy.
Best rhythm game of all time.
I'm
49
not gonna lie,
cents.
I might actually buy
This
it.
engine is fucking awful.
It's out of season. It's on
It is
clearance
so
now.
bad.
Yeah, it
That-
is a
that
really
engine
bad
is
fucking game.
Terrible.
Fuck it, I'll give Wario64 an affiliate link. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wario64, December 2016. That was a 2016 game? I thought that was way earlier. This is a dog shit game. It is just a Guitar Hero ripoff, or Rock Band if you want to call it, because it's
It's got like the Guitar Hero 2 neck angle, and like it looks like Rock Band 1.
It's very bad. Engine does not allow for anchoring. If I have a screenshot up right now, there's a yellow single note going down to a red single note. If you were to anchor that red and hit the yellow, that's a broken combo, pal.
Yeah,
No
it's a
anchoring
broken
allowed.
combo. Yep.
I just
this
tried
game-
searching for Rockstar Santa, and somehow Google gave me an AI Santa with
Oh
a
no!
guitar screaming, and
Oh, God.
and he has 7 fingers.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
I think
Oh, wow.
to know that
We
Santa
live in
Rockstars has more soul put into it than
It
this.
actually
Cool.
does. This
That's-
blows. Wait,
That's
wait, wait,
nice.
Wow,
wait.
that's a lot of fingers, man.
How's the hand on the neck? His hand goes up to the headstock,
Oh,
but
yeah,
then there's
what?
just a hand wrapped around the neck.
Dude, he looks like that fucking
oh
the dude
no.
who eats the raw chicken.
Oh
What's his
God!
Yes, he does.
Yeah, Liver King.
Yeah, he,
Liver King.
Liver
That's what he looks
King.
like. He looks like Liver
yeah,
King.
he's
Yes.
just got a random hand wrapped around the fretboard, but he's actually holding the head. Like, what?
Yeah,
he's holding
yeah,
the headstock. All the people in the crowd, their fingers are not real, and they're holding up what looks to be a cassette tape, but not a phone.
Yeah.
Somebody's hand on the right side is turning
Yeah,
into
that
a
one's
coconut.
messed up, dude. That one's
Oh my
messed
God.
up.
Yeah. AI
Yeah,
is
It kind
gonna
of looks
be
like
the
a
end of us
shoe,
all.
actually.
This
Like, you have, like,
fucking
the hole
blows.
for the shoe. And then, like, the
Oh.
thumb is, like,
This
the
is,
thing behind it.
There's no sense in
Oh.
analyzing this. I hate it too much. There's no soul. It's
Yeah,
just
I-
a computer.
I-
thinking what-
Ooh.
I want to
real
go back
life
to
is.
Santa
Boo.
Rockstar.
Yeah, of
All the
course.
charts are awful.
The real one.
They are.
All the charts are terrible.
Are they
They're
tempo
so
mapped?
bad.
They're tempo mapped, I believe, but it's
think.
Like an
extremely
extended-
I don't
undercharted.
think they are. I don't.
Feels
think
like
they
you're
are.
playing medium.
Cool.
Not even that. It's just. It feels like someone made it in FreeTAR one shot, and then
Maybe
that
they
was
did.
it. They just
Yeah,
played along to
the notes
chart
are not
on the
accurate.
guitar
It almost feels like a festival chart not being accurate, like where it's like da da da, but since it wants to go left right left on your controller, it just does da da da. But it's like, I don't know, it's charted very oddly. They don't know what they're doing. Whoever charted
There's
these
no
songs,
rules that went into this.
No,
There's no
totally not.
philosophy going into this charting whatsoever.
No.
It's just they're doing it. It was almost like I think the easier way to put it was like they were charting for DDR, but then they charted it for a guitar.
That very well might be what they did.
Yeah.
I want to go back to Lizix really quick because I just remembered he'd actually posted that a community member made a program to make PlayStation Rift Masters properly work on PC.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he did. Yeah.
Oh my
Let me
God.
grab the tweet really
What was the
quick.
name of that? I think it was called like Clipper.
Clipper,
or
yeah.
something.
Clipper.
Shout outs to Rosalie, the developer.
That's so sick.
Rosalie 241.
Yeah, Tilt and Whammy now work on PlayStation Rift Masters everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not just
It's
Yarg.
insane.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think Yarg had like basic support, but like it worked. I don't think Tilt was working on PlayStation guitars. I could be wrong. Well, Whammy was working.
I saw this tweet from his quote tweet of it. It says, the side of the original
Isn't
PlayStation
false
Riftmaster box
advertising.
isn't a lie. It now does work on PC.
It now does work on PC with an asterisk. You need to go to
Yeah.
GitHub and get this program.
Well, it's
But
just crazy
nonetheless,
to me.
it just works.
It's just crazy
Now-
to me that like what we've said. We're like the community will never let these games die. Like it just gets proven time and time again. We're like anything that the big companies can fix that they refuse to fix. The community comes in and does it probably better than they would have anyway. To be
So if
fair,
there's any game companies out there that are looking
Yeah.
to make a Guitar Hero game,
Pay
please talk
attention.
to us. Please
Yeah, talk to us. We have
Yeah.
a lot of knowledge,
Don't even
a
pay
lot of
attention.
insight.
Just fucking talk to us.
Hey
That's
Jake,
all
what's
you
the
need to
email
do.
again? What's the email?
Yeah, that's loreheropodcast@gmail.com. Hit us up. We'll get back to you. If we want to talk to any of our individual ones, you can find it on our channels. I'm a Wise Moose. JP at 760 Creations. There's a Psy, and there's Jason Paradise. Talk to us. Hit us up. Anywhere you want.
Yeah, we're here.
Twitter,
We're
You want
hanging
to
out.
make a fucking
Discord,
game?
email,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, please.
Fuck it. Who cares? Yeah. If you have any sort of thing that's in the pipeline, you want some
We will
insight,
sign
you want a little bit
NDAs.
of a we'll do
We
whatever
don't
the
have
fuck
to
you
speak
want.
about this
Many
ever again
NDAs.
publicly.
We'll
Yeah.
take friend DAs.
Yeah, we'll
Hey,
take
hey,
NDAs.
Local Thunk, where you at, bro? Where you want to make the Balatro
Yeah, you want to make
Guitar
the
Hero crossover?
roguelike?
Yeah, let's hit him up. Let's go to him. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Before we
He's like, you
want to
win the Game Awards next year?
Yeah, you want to win my personal game awards? Do that. Before we move on, we're talking about PS4 Riftmaster and stuff like that. I recently was approached by somebody who is making custom firmwares for Riftmasters.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yes,
What?
to make them natively compatible. He's rewriting the firmware on these Riftmasters to make them natively compatible with every other thing, like almost making a sand controller but built in. He did it already on the PlayStation one, but he needed an Xbox Riftmaster firmware, so he helped
Which
me
we both
get it all
gave
set
to
up.
him, apparently.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah.
Not to throw any shade, but he said that he was so surprised by how quickly I got it to him because he was like, JP took a long time. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. I do. Just kidding.
I had to pull him into a
VC.
VC because I had no idea what I was doing. I was like,
No.
can you hop in a VC and tell me what to do?
Exactly. The only reason I was
Yeah.
able to do it so quickly is because he probably did that with you, and he made a picture tutorial for me to follow.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy now has PlayStation and Xbox firmwares for the Riftmaster, and he will be working. I think he already finished the PlayStation one. He might be done with the Xbox one as well. But there's a way you can reflash those bitches, and they can work just natively in other things. Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Oh yeah,
Super
dude.
cool.
Huh.
Yet again, community saves the day because nobody cares about us.
Yep, we always will, except for seemingly Cracked. I mean, everything we've seen from Cracked so
I
far
think they
seems
like us.
pretty
Yeah.
good. They seem to like
Yeah.
us. I mean, I got that thing right over there. That came from
Yeah,
Mr.
you got
Cracked.
the Kids' Choice Award kaleidoscope.
Yeah. Which I
Yeah.
did not know was a thing, the fucking Kaleidoscope. But no, I mean, that's the next big thing about like community focused stuff is new guitar from Cracked.
Mm-hmm.
How will that function? Will there be custom firmwares on that too? I mean, if it's anything like the Doohickey, you can pull this thing into your Cracked app and you can reconfigure all the buttons and stuff like that. You can do all sorts of weird things. I think you can even like change like the dead zone on the Hall Effect analog sticks. I have no reason to believe that won't be on the guitar as well. Why wouldn't it be? Every Cracked controller, even this little guy, I'm pretty sure you
If
can
you
do that with.
shit, it's over. I'm serious,
Adam.
like it's over.
So
That's
cute.
that's beyond over.
They would
That's what I've been
almost be
trying
like,
to tell people.
You buy a crack guitar and you want a rake, go ahead, adjust it. You
Yeah.
don't want a rake,
Oh god,
Adjust
that's
it.
so
Can you
unbelievable to
imagine?
even think about.
that's it.
it's almost like having like a sand controller built into the guitar firmware by default, like the default
If that's
firmware.
the way,
you
if that's the way that they go, man. I mean,
if
already.
sand controller, you
If-
can just go. If you can sand controller your red button to be your orange if you wanted to. If you wanted to, you could probably do
Yeah.
that with the Cracked guitar. If you wanted to, we just pull it up on your app and change the firmware. I don't know.
You
Yeah.
understand how much that would change?
It'd be
Like
huge.
that'd be such a game changer for the entire. Like think about all of the different. Like how many systems are these going to be available for? Right? What if the guitars work on multiple systems?
I don't see why they wouldn't. But I mean,
What?
there's no
I'm
Xbox model in the OS though, which is concerning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
they
think
are
they've done
working
anything
on
Xbox. are they?
compatibility for it, or they're making a new one or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just will the
But
guitar
if
have
we-
that
Well,
before?
it's funny
If
because
we think about the philosophy of how they're
everything on
approaching
here
it,
is
it's like,
Xbox. It has the Xbox logos for like the start and select buttons, whatever you
That's
call
true,
those things
actually. Yeah,
nowadays.
for the game capture.
But I'm
it's-
pretty
it's
sure
all- it's all
Xbox
X input.
controllers- Xbox controllers required to have their logo on it. Like, you know what I mean?
I think
really?
they do. Yeah.
Probably.
I believe so. You look at every third-party controller, any controller
have
for Xbox,
Xbox.
it needs to have the
Well,
logo
yeah, because
on
you
it.
have to get the license from Microsoft to make it in the first place. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you can just make
Some-
Xbox controllers
No.
without getting a
Some
license from them.
PlayStation third-party controllers, especially for PS4, like they don't have the PlayStation logos on it. In fact, they don't even have the fucking face buttons, like the X, square, circle, triangle.
Yeah, I don't think
Those
the
are-
Sony
those are-
off-brand
They're
requires.
probably
versions of it.
trademarked. Yeah.
Yeah, they're absolutely trademarked them, but they can still That's the one thing that I can't really fault Sony for. It's like they have a pretty open system with controllers. Like, what if the cracked guitar has a PlayStation 3 mode that can just let
that'd
you
be
use it
wild.
on legacy hardware
Yeah.
because it's just
Theoretically,
open.
Should yeah.
I don't
because
see
that
why
would-
not.
that's been a thing for a long time. The PlayStation
Yeah.
has
It's been a
wide
thing for
open.
a long time
Like,
with fight sticks. I'm thinking
Yeah.
fight sticks
Yes.
too.
They
Yeah.
probably
You know what I
looked
mean?
around there too, like,
I
and
mean,
been like,
before-
all right, what do these guys do? You know?
before the
That's
recent
really
advent,
a possibility.
it is before the recent advent of auth for Xbox. It was almost thought to be nearly impossible to make a third-party controller work on Xbox without having actual like Microsoft authentication hardware
yeah, you
built
couldn't
in.
like modding modding Explorers or Xbox guitars was like sacrilege with Sandtroller because
Yeah.
it was like, but you're getting rid of the only controllers that are compatible with Xbox, and now it doesn't fucking matter anymore.
Yeah, because
you
now
have
we
auth.
cracked the code.
Yeah,
But before then,
Yeah.
it was always like, oh, this will work just fine on your PS3. Plug it in, plug and play. It works just fine. And I thought that was amazing. Like this
There's a
custom
reason
firmware just
why-
works on PS3.
there's a reason why even like this weird ass Doyo with the 6 frets and the 5 frets
So
Yeah,
dumb.
it has
still
PS3
work on
mode.
PlayStation. It still works
Yeah.
on PlayStation.
And they can advertise it as such. Oh no, he
Oh, Jake,
has
did
it,
you
right?
get yours in? He got his
All
in.
right.
I think
No,
he has it.
But really, didn't Jake just give a really good name?
Oh, that
Oh, he got the Grift Master. He got the Grift
The
Master.
Grift
The
Master.
Griftmaster, yeah,
With
bootleg
LEDs.
Griftmaster. Look at that down there for
Oh,
other side
no.
for P4, P3, PC. So this is for PC and also PlayStation 3 and 4 apparently.
Or,
See,
no, it's
that's what I'm
Play 3,
talking
actually.
about, man. It's like if these controllers that come out
This is the exact
that
same
nobody
fucking box
knows
as
about,
the
this
Griftmaster,
shit
bro.
looks terrible.
It looks
I
like
like so
ass.
bad.
I have not opened it yet. I was gonna make a video on it. I just have to find the time to move all my whole setup and like record
Yeah,
a nice
no.
video for it. But yeah, I have one.
But you know, you can say anything about Sony, but at least they can just let a random ass company, make a controller. You know what I mean?
And they're just like, yeah, we don't care. We'll sell more consoles. It's
Fuck it.
fine. Yeah.
Fuck
It's
it,
not
man.
not even just
That's-
controllers. I remember way back in the 360 days. I think it's still the case. No, maybe it isn't. I don't know. But every title update for a game, you had to pay like $20,000 to Microsoft for the ability to upload a title update. So
That's
like,
still true, I believe.
That's
That's so
ridiculous.
fucking stupid. If your game, if you're a small indie company that you have a small bug that you should fix, but you have to pay $20,000 to fix
That's
it,
Xbox
ridiculous.
It
title
disincentivizes
update
that.
cost.
it's so dumb and bad.
Oh my god, there's a fly flying around my head and it's killing me. I want to.
Oh, I just saw it.
You need to kill
Oh.
it.
you! Fuck you! Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Let's go.
Let's go.
No worries. Let's see. Your main. Oh, whoa! Why does this say 40K? There's no fucking way.
40?
I know. No, there's
What?
no way. I think that's bullshit. I know that it was a lot.
Yeah, it
And
was a lot.
remember
It was
that-
like prohibitively expensive for smaller indie devs.
Yeah.
Games like Call of Duty
sucky.
doesn't matter. Who cares? But,
Wow, so
yeah.
like thinking back, I guess if you wanted to publish like an Xbox Live Arcade title or something, you'd have to you'd have to be like there needs to be as little bugs as possible.
Yeah, that shit has to be
like,
finished.
You guys remember Castle Crashers? Obviously you do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was a bug with Castle Crashers on the Xbox Live Arcade version on the just regular version without any title updates, where the Bat Boss, you could get him into a corner and get like a massive XP boost, and the title updates fixed that. So I would roll back all the title updates and go back to like V1 to like
That's
do the
so
bug.
fun. You do that
Oh,
shit,
shit
like
like
that.
that.
With Rock Band stuff.
What's this
Yeah,
posted?
I just posted a link here
Oh, what the hell?
to a new tweet from Charlie Intel. New rumor claims Xbox's next generation console, Xbox Prime, will launch in 2026 alongside Infinity Ward's Call of Duty 2076 title. Xbox Prime?
I don't like
what
that.
are we fucking doing?
All right, I want to talk about a
Scandals?
rumor. I want to talk about a rumor which might have a little bit to do with this. I mean, it could. Who knows? But there is like a rumor floating around that Microsoft knows that they fucked up this generation, and so
And the previous.
they're like off-brand. They're like offloading the software that they put on Xboxes and giving it to like Asus or like Lenovo or guys like that, so that they can make their own Xbox with crazy specs, and it will still run Xbox games with that Xbox software.
Interesting.
But imagine like you can get like a pro Xbox for like $1,000. Runs everything
built by
at like
Asus,
fucking
has a better
4K
GPU.
120
Yeah.
or 4K 160 or some shit like that.
So they're just turning into PC gaming.
Yeah, they're trying to get
I
a share, like a hold on the PC market, I guess, like a share of it.
That's why they've been like bridging the gap for so long. Xbox PC Game Pass, all this other
This
stuff.
is an Xbox. This is an Xbox. That whole
But
marketing shit.
now,
Where's the difference?
But now it's just this can play Xbox games. That's the rumor. It's
That's
just
not even much of a rumor at this point. It's fairly confirmed where that's just the direction they're going.
Based on their own
everything can play an
advertisement.
Xbox game. They're less of a hardware thing, more of a software thing. So I mean, the idea of having other vendors being able to make their own Xbox hardware, or rather Xbox compatible hardware, that's kind of interesting. That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
It's there's more like movement in the compact / like portable PC market. I mean, the Steam Deck has been super successful as a
Steam
portable
Deck's awesome.
PC. I love my Steam Deck.
The
That's how I
ROG
started playing
Allies,
Balatro.
man.
The ROG Ally is good too.
An old coworker of mine bought one of those things and he loved it. And also, there's been rumors that Steam is going to be working on new Steam machines. Remember those from
They're
like
gonna try
11,
again.
12 years ago?
Yeah.
I'll fucking buy one. Steam
Alienware.
machines
It would be
were
good
ahead
now,
of their time.
yeah.
I'll
They
fucking
were
buy
ahead
one.
of their time. They were ahead of their time. That's why they failed. It was just too early. It wasn't ready yet. But I think people are ready now.
You had to let people try and fail, and then people be like, wait, they're cooking.
I was gonna say, now that there's no need to push beyond what graphical, fidelity we see in games
I was
now.
Gonna go there now. Yeah.
It's just perfecting emulation and stuff like that. And if we're talking, and this circles back to Shad PS4, you can run fucking Bloodborne on a Steam Deck. You can play all the way through it on a Steam Deck with a definitive edition mod that came out for the game 3 years ago.
On a PS4 emulator on your handheld PC
PS4
that you can
emulator
purchase for $350.
Yes, on a Steam Deck, which you can buy for under $300.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, right?
It's crazy
Hell
what we
yeah,
live
it
in.
is.
I love it. I so love it.
It's not a.
I'll have to get that footage of Bloodborne on the Steam Deck, but that's just it, man.
Also, Steam Deck, so easy to upgrade. Like the
is.
way they made it so modular on purpose so that users could like take it apart easily, upgrade the storage, maybe switch out the thumbsticks easy whenever they drift. You can upgrade it. And I love that philosophy, that whole design philosophy of modularity, trusting your users to work on it themselves and not locking it away behind some sort of stupid
That's
of
what I can
DRM
only hope
mechanism
for the
or
cracked
whatever.
guitar. That's what I can only
Legit.
hope. For the cracked
Legit
guitar.
was just thinking the same thing. Moose, when you said earlier, cracked the code. Why don't they name the
Crack.
guitar the code?
Oh, cracked the code.
Oh, that would be sick.
Oh, they cracked the code. Oh, that's cool.
Literally, like if it's gonna be the best guitar, cracking the code, crack the code. Like that's actually really cool. Like
cracked the
That's sick.
code or code the cracked code guitar. The cracked code guitar. Just call it the code.
Just have the cracked
the
logo. The code. Cracked the code.
The code.
That'd
I
be
like
sick.
that. I like that. Yeah, I got the code guitar here.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
isn't a coda, something you throw on at the end, like the be all end all, the ending, right? The point, right?
I like the way
We
you
have
tied it
reached
all.
the
He's cooking
evolution.
right now. He's cooking.
Yeah, get Lee Ginchard on the phone.
Yeah.
That marketing degree is coming
Lee?
in handy, finally.
Oh, that's true.
That's big.
Yeah, one thing I want to
to
point out is, like in regards to the cracked guitar, like we speculated on pricing, and they made, somebody had said like try to make it cheaper or like under 100, and they were like, we're working on it. I do think that it's going to affect the market for pre-modded guitars. I don't think it's going to affect adapters or kits at all, but if that thing's like cheaper than the Riffmaster, like as like a starting point,
It
compared
has
to
to
like
be.
$185 to $200 for an old custom guitar. It's like, guys, it's gonna be a harder sell. Like, it's just a fact, you know, unless it's like custom, like everything that you want about it is changed. But yeah, you know, like for me, I've already kind of, not like an exit plan, but like I have like ideas of like different directions that I can go in if the pre-modded guitars are gonna be more difficult to sell. Because like if the cracked guitar is good, like I want to support that. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather not have all these bins in my house anymore, truth be told. Like it's been a fun run, but it's getting tired real quick.
How long have you been at this? Like 5 years?
Yeah.
That's a long time for this type of thing, man.
Yeah, and it's like, as a business model, I mean, it's like, you know, it's a lot of storage, it's a lot of like buy and sell, like it's not easy. And so I think that it is going to affect that market. And I mean, for me, it's not necessarily a bad thing because I got to do it for 5 years, so I'm chilling. I'm happy that I got to do this at all, you know? Like, it's not like, I'm not like, oh man, like they're going to ruin my business. Like, that's not really the way that I see it. Like, in my opinion, this had to happen. It had to happen because this can only go on for so long. People say things like, oh, well, what happens if like if the guitar well dries up? It's like, well, first of all, that's not going to happen because Guitar Hero 3 sold, you know, it made $1 billion.
There's so many. They'll always be able to find them. It'll just get more expensive over time.
It'll be more expensive, and, you know, demand will never cease to be high because, you know, I can't push 1 million units in a week. You know what I mean? Like, that's not something that I can physically do. Whereas Cracked, when they have access to factories, you know, get like an initial 10,000 units or something and like sell out same day, you know, and be like, oh shit.
Happened
with
the Riffmaster.
We got to order more. That's what happened with the Riffmaster.
Thousands day one, and it's gone immediately.
They sold thousands. Yeah. And even then it's like, yeah. So yeah, point being is that this had to happen, and I'm glad that it's happening.
I think it's gonna increase the amount of people who want to open up a controller and start fucking with it.
I'm gonna mod that thing. Are you kidding? Like that's the next step.
Hey,
yeah.
You got to get yourselves one of these. This is a 760 Creation strum bar, the best strum bar I've ever used. I can never go back to a stock one. In fact, my Funky Customs kit guitar, I didn't have a spare strum bar sitting around, so I had a regular one in there. I'm missing with it. I miss a lot because I'm so used to the way the JP one feels and the way it grips my fingers because it's 3D printed, so it has a bit more of a rough feel. I can't use a stock strum bar anymore. My thumbs are so used to one of these, and now that JP said, "Hey, just buy a printer. I'll give you the stuff."
Yeah.
I printed this myself. This is the first thing I've ever printed with my 3D printer, and it's a JP strum bar. Thank you very much.
Congratulations! I gave him all my settings.
Wipe it off. Right?
Yeah.
Shut up, man. I might be crazy a little bit hard.
Bro, I agree because I was playing on a stock Les Paul last night on one of my Wii guitars just because I was bored, and so I was just playing on stock because I was trying to remind myself of how these stock guitars felt. Like I was just going back. It was crazy to me that now me doing crazy tappy stuff is kind of nostalgic. Last time I ever did anything like slide tapping or high level tapping and I took that shit seriously, was like 2022, 2021. And so I was just trying it out last night, and obviously I still got it, but I was just like, damn, that'd be
obviously
so much better with 3D printed frets. This would be fucking way better with 3D printed frets. Like, I don't know. I need to have some like Vaseline or
dude,
grease.
I don't miss those fucking days, man. I don't miss
those days either. But it's like, dude, you know, like I don't know. This is a very stock guitar, extremely.
Yeah.
This shit
so
was never played
too.
on.
Oh,
all I did was open up the neck and then use one of my old silicones. Like that's all I did. One of my old
already
worn
worn in, not cut.
Super worn in.
Yeah.
It sounds fantastic.
Jake,
you can't hear it right now, but you'll hear it in post.
You know, so, Jake, it's funny that you mentioned the strum bar because by the time this episode goes out, those might be available.
Really? I didn't know that. That straight up, we didn't script this. That was a happy surprise. It's just
that was just a happy surprise. I didn't know he was going to pull that out. Yeah.
No, seriously, not even joking. Seriously, buy one of these. I can't go back to a regular strum bar.
People have been asking for a long time, so I figure maybe I'll take the time to kind of tell people like what, like, you know, plans, right? Like, you know,
it's absolutely a game changer on Les Pauls. I think the difference is big, but a little more subtle on World Tour.
Yes,
because those drummers are
Les
very
Paul,
different.
it is night and day. The difference between
Yeah.
Or like the
regular
Kramer or
strum
the
bar.
Explorer.
Yeah, and
Like,
the Kramer and the
Kramer.
Explorer.
Well, the
I
problem
can't
with the Kramer
imagine
and the
using an Explorer with a stock strum bar anymore. Because I don't
Yeah.
have any. I don't have
Well,
any
they're
stock
so-
strum bars anymore for the Explorer.
They're so short and stubby, right?
Yeah.
Like, so like it just makes elbow strumming easier. First of all, that's the big thing for me. I don't know where the fuck Jake went, but yeah, strum bar, whammy replacement piece that's going to be out. I'm finally selling off my hoard of silicone pads because it's time. And then I'm also part of my thinking is that like. Look, I have no problem not necessarily admitting defeat, but it's like, look, guys, Retro Cult Mods is like the biggest name in guitar modding now, right? And Noise is a good guy. I like him. So I figured, why not offer people the chance to take a Retro Cult Mods guitar and use my parts to get as close of an experience as possible to my own hardware.
I have that for my Les Paul. I have that for my Kramer over there. Too.
And so I'm also gonna be offering replacement frets for Retro Cult Mods guitars. And the fun part
I'm gonna
about
need
them,
some of those.
the fun part about
I'll have
them
to try it.
is that they're going to be completely transparent. They're going to have no infill. They're hollow.
Yeah, JP having transparent frets is crazy. I never thought that.
And
they
hollow.
Would go.
I have not printed any of those yet, but I'm going to
JP,
today, I think.
I need some of those.
I know. I can. I'm supposed to ship you some stuff. I can print you some out before I ship them today.
Hell
I can do that.
That'd be perfect. Thank you.
But yeah, look, Retro Cult Mods is the biggest name in guitar modding. And I have no problem with that. Like I had my time, right? Like
I was
kind of
just gonna
past the
say,
torch
like,
thing.
Different things, man.
anyone's
Different
success
markets.
is
Yeah, we do very different things.
It's a big success just for the community in general. You know
it
what
absolutely
I mean?
is. Like him
Absolutely.
and Funky Customs, like, I mean, he enabled people to, if they didn't have the money for a fully modded guitar, they can either go out and buy an adapter or they can use a kit to revive their own guitar. And for a lot of people, it's a much more economical, affordable decision, and it works just as well because it's the same concept of same controller, the same, like strum switches and like, mechanical frets and all this stuff. And so he enabled a lot more people to get into guitar modding in the first place, and like that's not something that I like. I don't see him as like a competitor because like we do very different things. Truthfully, like we do,
Sure.
And
I
it's
think
better. It's better to
I-
have friends than enemies in this community,
No, I was gonna say it's like when someone has just that much of a colossal impact, it's making a good name for the community and stuff. Then I see that as a win. I very obviously see that as a win. You're making people open up their guitars, and well, it's more like me. I'm making people open up their guitars and chuck in a kit, right? And it's giving more life to these. And it costs way less than buying like a pre-modded. And I'm not gonna say once again, it's like you said, the pre-modded market might change when this crack guitar comes out, but people can make kits, and I think it's gonna be beneficial to them in the long run too, because it's like, okay, you got bodies, people got hella bodies for guitars, and now
you don't want to talk to me about bodies. I got hella bodies, bro.
Yeah, you got hella bodies.
I'll never tell you where they're buried.
Holy shit! Oh, I thought that was going like, oh yeah, I got a high body count or some shit.
I was thinking like, back in college.
What if he has that too?
Back in college, he's
I don't.
Why
I don't
not
fuck,
both?
I murder. Just kidding. I was watching a video last
all
night
I do is kill.
when I was falling asleep. It was about all I do is drill. All I do is fuck. I just signed a deal. Big chopper. Anyways, I was watching a video last night when I was falling asleep. It was like a 19-year-old kid in Colorado who killed a homeless man sleeping under a bridge just for fun, and he had like
I've seen that.
Felt zero remorse about it, and when I think he like decapitated the man and cut off his hands and kept them as trophies. He just put them in Ziploc bags, hid him in his room,
He did.
like in his closet.
And then his mom found them.
His mom found him, and she was like,
"Oh wait, I know what this is."
Yeah.
I know exactly what
and
this
then
is.
she called the cops, and then the cops show up to the house, and he's like, I murdered someone. Why'd you do that? I wanted to feel how it felt to murder. And pretty much just like that. Very unfeeling, and he wanted to feel something.
And well, it's sad because this homeless guy was like actually a beloved member of the community too.
Yep.
Like everybody that lived there knew who he was.
Yeah,
he was kind of famous.
He was a good dude.
This is not where I wanted to go when I was talking about the modding kits and all that stuff.
No, let's get back to fucking Guitar Hero kits.
That was the farthest away that we could have gotten, bro.
Anyways, we have hella bodies. You'll always be able to find a guitar body to put a kit into. And
and that's why kits are going to continue to do well as adapters because
exactly.
Look, like
No, you
It's
know
good.
what? Someone
We're good. I killed a
You know
fly
what someone said?
earlier.
It's like,
all right.
I'm a murderer.
Yeah, I'm a murderer too.
No, I was going to
You
say,
killed
okay,
countless
sorry,
maggots.
this somehow ties it all up, okay? All right, with what I'm about to say here.
Does
All right.
it?
People keep mishearing me when I say, like, oh, yeah, I would get that guitar and put a kid in it. And people are like, put a kid in
Whoa,
there.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Put a
whoa.
kid in there. I'm like, no. This is not some Five Nights at Freddy's type shit. Where we're putting the ghost. We're literally putting the body of a child
Insane
inside of a
reference, by the way.
toy.
Oh,
You know
that
what I
kind
mean?
of put a kid in it. I thought you were going to fuck your guitar.
Okay, you know what?
you're gonna make it
that's
pregnant.
another. That's another thing.
We'll talk
That's
about
not
that
the,
next
that
episode.
is not the RJ11 port is for,
Yo.
bro.
Not
No.
no, absolutely not.
All right.
Anyways.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh-huh.
When I left a little bit ago, I wanted to go grab a stock strum bar so you could have a visual comparison. No idea how well this will actually show up on camera. I'm going to zoom in actually because
Probably for
this
best,
this
yeah.
is why the strum bars are better that JP makes here. This is a stock one. You take note of like the triangle up top where you grip it. It's kind of fat.
My thumb is already slipping off of it.
Yeah.
Just looking at it.
This is JP's. Much more thin. Much more. I got. Where do I put my face? I don't want my face. There we go. Much
Yeah,
more
it's good.
thin, a lot more easy to grip it, and also since it's 3D printed, it has a bit of a texture to it. It makes it much easier for your fingers to grip it well, and you don't slide off. But
Texture.
now, yeah, there's a texture to it, and it's rigid, and it grabs your thumb a lot better. So that combined with the peak of it, what would you call that? The rake, the angle, the nip.
The
Yeah, I don't know.
protrusion.
It just feels a
Kind
lot
of
better.
angle.
A lot easier to grip like this. I can hold this
Say the
almost.
nip.
I can hold this
No.
like a basketball, kind of like what holding a basketball with one hand. You can almost do that, I guess. I have slightly slippy fingers because I just put lotion on. There's no chance with this thing. It's sliding right out.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Bloody Knuckles, Duke Cannon. This shit's great.
Let's go.
Not sponsored.
What
just
is
a big
that?
fan of it. That is lotion because my hands start falling apart in the wintertime. Hold on. This shit gets so dry here. Will you focus, please? There you go.
There you
Look
go.
at my fingers. They're just falling apart. That's all.
Oh, wow,
bloody
yeah, it's-
Oh my
skin
god!
breaking.
Did bro go
Wow.
into the pool?
My thumb is falling apart.
Yeah.
Will you focus? There you go.
You look like Pruny.
It's
Just
because
like the
it's because this
zoomed-in
shit
thumbs up.
Yeah.
this shit keeps me moist and it keeps me good because my fingers fall apart. If I get right out of the shower, my hands just look like
What's
looks
wrong
like
with
I've
your
just been
skin,
dipping
man?
it. I have
Got
weird
that
skin,
red
bro.
thing?
He's got
Now
a lot of
this?
issues.
I've
I
never
got
seen
issues.
anything like this.
I don't know. I got weird skin. I have no scratches on my arms yet, but I can make one.
You also live in a very
No,
cold
no.
state in the
Oh, you
winter.
already did it.
Do it. And
Yeah, see, my winter allergies, man.
25% humidity. I just took a shower not that long ago, so I definitely upped it. It was at 22 for the low in I think the past
Yeah,
hour.
it's
I don't
like-
know, but it's low.
It's like 20.
bro.
It's like 24% in my basement. I get like really bad sinus issues in the winter, and then in the summer I have like no allergies. It's fucking awesome.
Bro,
yeah, lucky in
bro,
that
this
regard.
is the least amount of sick I've ever been during the winter time. I may
Dude.
jinx it
W.
by mentioning it, but the most sick I've gotten so far,
You have a kid,
like within
too.
the last 2 years, it's just a mild cold. That's it.
Nice. That's
Wow,
actually
cool.
impressive.
Yeah,
It's crazy because
I've been drinking Emergen-C every day, dude. That's my MO.
That's
Like
fucked up. That's crazy.
every
See,
day.
Having kids, man, makes you invincible.
Well,
Don't
yeah,
have
because-
kids. I
because
mean,
when
if
they're
you- if
young-
you're not ready for a kid, don't have a kid. you
When
know?
they're young, they bring home all the germs, and then as they get older, you start to just build up immunity to whatever the fuck they bring home.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
like
especially
we
for
had
kids
we
in
had a big
daycare.
stomach bug going through the house, and it just affected me a little bit. Just a little bit. I just lost my appetite. I almost threw up. I had diarrhea. That's it. Okay.
Was this
Like, I was
norovirus?
fine. Yeah. Huh?
Was
Oh,
it the
fucking
norovirus?
Fuck that shit, dude. I
No,
got that
thanks.
once.
I have heard bad things about this current strain of the norovirus going around. It's apparently
it's very
a rough
painful.
one.
Oh, there's one going around right now.
Yeah, there is.
right now, and
Yeah.
apparently it's getting fairly widespread. And
So don't ever leave your house again.
Yeah, never leave your home.
Yeah.
Don't interact with other people unless it's digitally. But I hear it doesn't hit you until it hits you. Like you will have no symptoms, and all of a sudden, it's like I gotta shit my guts out right now. And then, like
So
for
it's
the next
just-
2 days, you're gonna live in the bathroom, pretty much.
Yeah. Pandemic 2 shit boogaloo. Fun.
Shit, boogaloo.
That was
It's
a good
the
one,
shit
Jason.
pandemic.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
stay indoors, folks.
Yeah, stay
damn it.
indoors.
It's cold out there, anyways,
Hey.
man.
Hey, speaking of things that make you sick, because, Why not? This is hell of a way to wrap the episode up, to be honest. But I had somebody mention something to me the other day that I need to see if you guys see it too, because I've worn this beanie since the Metallica trip. I love this beanie. I love it so fucking much, and I can't see it the same way, and it makes me sick every time I wear it now.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Oh
I know what
no.
you're talking about too.
Yep. Has anybody here played Silent Hill? You know Pyramid Head?
Oh, yes.
Somebody asked, why is Pyramid Head on all fours? Bro.
That's all I can
my
see now
God.
too. That's all I
That's
can see now, too.
crazy. If they just separated the numbers just a little bit, it wouldn't look like that.
No.
It is. It's Pyramid Head on all fours. He's begging for it.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks.
Hate it.
I'm so
Not
sorry.
a fan.
No,
I have to
don't
live
like
with
it.
this. Every time I wear this damn beanie, I see back shots on my forehead, okay? That's all I'm saying. I couldn't even say it. As soon as I realized what I was saying, I couldn't.
You got it out. You got it out. You feel better now?
That's what you should be asking Pyramid Head.
You were finally able to put it in the words. It's not in your head anymore.
It's on my head.
It's on his head.
I immediately thought of the Whitest Kid You Know sketch where he had the ghost on his head teabagging him. It's like, I have a ghost on my head? What do you mean it's teabagging me? And then
And
he's
that one
like,
clip
that's
from
the type
Scary
of
Movie.
crazy energy that this company needs. You're hired. How do you like vice president? And he goes, thank you, ghost. And he walks out the room.
It's such a good skit. Oh, man. And the Abe Lincoln one. That's like the most well-known one. Yeah, you fucked up.
Oh, man. Rip Trevor Moore.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for real, for
Hold
real.
on. This is huge news.
Oh, wait.
Huge?
Santa Rockstar 2?
For me and me only. This is
Fuck.
for the
Oh,
Counter-Strike
God.
Major. Good Morning Blast TV Austin Major, which I'll be attending in June this year. Plus Train minus Vertigo. Vertigo is out of the competitive map pool. We're bringing Train into the map pool. It's a huge change. A lot of people are going to be happy about. I would have
Damn.
personally preferred to see either Mirage or Dust 2 put out of the pool in favor of Train. However, I'll take minus Vertigo because they changed Vertigo not that long ago. They opened up Elevator. It kind of changed how A site
Really?
plays.
They opened Elevator?
I
Wait,
don't
what do you
understand
mean?
any of this.
Okay, so you
What do
don't
you
know how
mean?
Elevator looks. Let me see if I can pull up a video.
I do know how Elevator looks. What did they change?
Yeah, see, they opened it up. So before Elevator, you'd walk in and you had to go, like, if you're walking from CT, you had to, like, walk into Elevator, go left to get to A site.
Yes.
Now you can walk straight through it. They open up the door
That's
so
fucking
you can
terrible.
walk
I
through
don't like
Elevator
that.
and go
I don't like
over
that.
to Scaffold. Not many people do. CS2
Why did they open it up like that? That takes away
Because-
like an entire level of strategy and pushing. Like,
It
that's
does.
crazy.
It does. They changed a lot of shit because Vertigo was like the least played map in the pool, and they figured, well, fuck it, let's change how this works. So there's a video kind of showing off what it's like. Now there's a big hole in the wall where you can walk right
That
through.
is so cursed. I'm watching this right now.
Yeah, and
What the
there's a
fuck?
whole new set of smokes that you need so you can effectively cross Elevator into A. Because I mean, if you're attacking as a T and you go up Scaffold, you're no longer safe once you get to Side Hall. You know, so you have to smoke off
Well,
Elevator
that
because
is-
they could sit in CT and watch you as you cross. So
Dude, that's so cursed. Why would they do this? I hate this.
it's been like
honestly,
7 months,
that
so I
area
don't mind
that
it
they opened
anymore.
up was like my favorite spot in Vertigo because you could just
Pussy.
fucking you'll see like a million different angles and people just walk through one by one. They're stupid. I mean, like
Yeah. Oh, they also added a catwalk, backside of A. So, like, you know how before when you're like going A
Yeah.
from CT and like you went to heaven, you could like look up on heaven. The only way to get into sight was to walk like below heaven through hell and all that stuff. Now there's a whole catwalk along the left side of A that goes like all the way from hell to sandbags. So there's an alternate route into the site that goes around that little headshot area. I wonder if that's
I
in
think
this video too.
I would have to play that, which I never will because I'm not installing Counter-Strike.
Please do it.
Yeah, me
Please do
neither.
it. Please do it. Please do it. Please do it. Please do it. I want you to.
I'm
I wanna
not
play Counter-Strike
playing
with
it
you.
again. I'm not
I need to play
doing it
Counter Strike
again.
with you.
No,
I need
thanks.
you to.
No.
I need you to. I need you to. Please.
Do they
You
have
like
short
ballistic?
matches yet?
No.
Okay, then I'm not playing.
Okay, fine.
My time, once again, my time is precious. I'm not committing to a 15 rounder. I'm not doing
I
it.
get it. I understand, dude.
I need give me the sevens. Give me the give me the
actually,
two sevens.
it ends at 12 or 13. Sorry, it's
Oh,
it's
they
best
changed it to Valorant number.
It's
My
best
bad.
of 12 halves. So yes, you win at 13. So you could. Well, there's actually there's overtimes now in Premiere too. So if you're playing Premiere, which is what you should be playing, you can get up to 30 rounds again. It could be a 15-15 tie or a 16-14 win. But that's only if you tie in regulation. So.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
99% of the reason why I stopped playing Counter-Strike. I was like, I get into a fucking match. An hour has to be dedicated.
Potentially, yes.
I don't think I can do that. But a
Ballistic's
short
like
match,
20 minutes max.
I ain't that dedicated.
a short match. I could do short match all day. Shit's like 30 minutes tops.
Well, if you can do short matches all day, that also means you can do long matches all day, just half the matches. Pussy.
And I don't like the mental strain. of a long match.
ADHD
That can
brain
suck
has
my
taken too much of a
That
hold
can
on you.
suck
It's
my
insane.
dick. I'm good.
It's insane, man.
Bro, but I get it, man. The time management angle, same reason. Like, I love team fight tactics. I'd love to put more time into that, but it's hard to dedicate 45 minutes to a match.
Yeah, time management's tough, man.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
this
like
is-
long matches.
that's why I don't
the
play a
guy
lot of
who
games these
wants
days.
to be permadeath everything. Me. Yeah,
Yeah,
time
you shut the
management
fuck up.
Is precious.
It worked
8
out
hours
for you,
playing
though. It's your
GH2.
main career. You're a
9 hours
permadeath
playing
man
Guitar
now.
Hero 2 in 2024.
And dude, you're gonna make at least $10 trillion off that video because monetized. That's exciting.
Yeah,
You know?
long video monetized. What's the average watch time looking like on that? You don't have to share it
like
publicly,
15
but I like
minutes. We're
That's
good.
15
good.
minutes. That's
that's
great.
really good.
Yeah,
It's a
says average view duration
39
is 15 minutes.
It's a
Dude, well, you guys are
39K
doing great.
views,
Thank
but
you.
if you give it some time to get picked up by,
I don't
that's
even
gonna
care at this point. I
publications.
know
Yeah.
it's gonna. I know it'll do.
That's a
what it
long
needs to do.
termer.
Yeah, it's a long
That's a
term.
long termer.
That
It's a
could hit
grower,
a
not a
mill in like
shower.
6
Gone
months.
are the
easily.
days of hoping that my videos hit the sub box and all the people that I want it to watch will.
This
watch
one
it.
will. It'll just take time.
Now
It'll take time.
It will
It's
get into their
recommendations.
feed. People will see this and they will watch it in 10-minute, 15-minute increments while they eat on lunch break.
Yeah,
That's
you
how
did it as a
that's how
premiere.
it works now.
You did it as a premiere, which was cool. I mean, fucking, I'm Chris for Life commented on it. You pinned that. Shit's awesome.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm giving everybody their spotlight.
Him saying that
You know,
he's honored by the shout out. It's like, my man, I'm honored by you commenting.
my favorite
you know,
thing was
right?
the guy who rewrote the entire first verse of Institutionalized. That was a good
What?
one.
Oh, yeah. That comment's awesome. Sometimes
Yeah.
I play Guitar Hero, and it just doesn't work
Doesn't
out the
work
way I wanted to. And I get real frustrated, and like, I try hard to do it, and I like take my time, but it just
A
doesn't work
wise
out the way
moose
I
goes,
wanted to.
well, if you want to talk about it, I'll be here, you know? You'll probably play a lot better if you talk about it, so why don't you just talk about it? No, I'm okay, I'll figure it out myself. They just keep bugging me. And they just keep bugging me.
And it builds up inside.
Try to figure it out. Never turns out like I need. There's no punctuation. It's hard. I'm just trying to get to the JPrez line.
Oh,
If
yeah.
they-
Think of these
if
things
they
out.
did the
There's all
whole
these JPrez
song-
they're going, hey Alec, you know we've been noticing you've been having a lot of problems lately. You know you should maybe get away and maybe you should talk about it. Maybe play a lot better.
And I go, no, it's okay, you know, I'll figure it out. Just leave me alone, you know?
That's actually crazy.
I'm working
I
on
love that.
myself, you know?
If they didn't
Jason's
change,
right. We need the
if
whole
they didn't-
song.
if they didn't change Pepsi to FC, it would have been over.
Oh, that's
All I
golden.
wanted was an
Killer.
FC, just an FC.
Oh, that's perfect.
And they wouldn't give it to me. Just an FC.
My God, somebody in the comments, you need to figure out the entire verse.
Yes, please. If you're
That
watching,
entire
this,
I need to
Pepsi
make
verse
that a
needs to be there.
command.
The whole
I
song.
need to make that a command.
do
Straight
it
up.
right now.
I have it showing on the screen right now. This is what you're starting with. Continue on.
You know,
Finish the rest of the song.
Okay. I want to talk about Permadeath and how Jake's holding world record right now. Okay, with
Oh, it's true. We
GH3.
should talk about GH3 Permadeath.
True,
yeah.
true.
Yeah,
So
I forgot
GH3
about that entirely.
Permadeath is on the brink of releasing. There's a couple of bugs that they're going to iron out, but right now we're on like beta 3.
It could be out by the time this goes out. This video.
Exactly,
right here.
yeah, no,
I'm gonna
talk
it's
to the
imminent.
guy
It'll
who-
be
You
this
got
week more
Dark Eye
likely.
testing it now too. Like,
A new challenger
Yeah.
entered the arena.
yes,
I don't like where the sun is right now.
it's
Yeah,
it's
I'm
happened to me on a
looking at
couple
that.
of episodes. I have a window like right up here.
Yeah, the
I got
sun's at a
no
very
windows in
poor
the basement.
angle.
JP knows.
You got nothing.
I
Yeah,
got
we
nothing
got
in
3
this room.
windows.
So Jake made it past Black Magic Woman.
Yes.
And you padded it out with Closer. And
Yes.
the other quick play co-op exclusives, which is great. So now
Yeah.
what the song count is up to like 40
It's
something?
37. 37 is
37,
where,
okay,
where
okay.
I died. My goal was to get... Well, my original goal... This is the first day I had played this. My original goal was to get to Holiday in Cambodia. That was my first day goal. I'd be happy getting there. I FC'd past Holiday in Cambodia. I was like, oh, shit. It's all just... That's a dub for me. I'm happy with whatever happens. And then
That
I
intro was intense.
It is. It's fucking
Yeah.
hard. And
Once you lock
I
it in.
I used
Yeah,
a new
good.
method.
For
I
you.
used a new method. Nick, Bong of Destiny was like, just reset strum on the first triple after the trill in the intro, and that unlocked it for me. Before I was just kind of
Really?
I was just kind of guessing about where if it should end on an up or a down before, because it almost always eats a strum for
Dude,
me.
the timing window's so massive. You can do
It's
whatever you want.
gross. It's gross.
You do
But,
whatever you want.
Yeah, so now I reset strum the first triple red after it. The way it goes,
I'll
it's
have to
triple
try
red,
that.
triple red, double yellow, double blue, triple orange, triple yellow. So if you don't reset strum, you're going to be starting on ups a lot. But if you reset strum, you start down, end down
There's
on
a
that red.
lot.
And
There's
then
a lot
like
that will start on the down there.
the
Yeah.
downs, the down strums end on or they land on a much more advantageous position. All these note changes. So that's what I do now. So it starts on downs at a more intuitive area, and it feels a lot better. But anyways, I got past that song. I finished out the rest of Tier 5, and then I got to Black Magic Woman. I was feeling pretty confident about that because I put it into practice. The first set of strummings, there's 4 slower oranges, and then it goes to fast. The fast ends on an up. So the first, and then the first set of oranges that are a bit slower afterwards starts on a down. That's how I remember that, and then it ends on a down as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull it into Clone Hero and just really
Maybe I
get
forgot
that
that.
one down.
I don't know, but
It the first set of strumming
ends on a down.
and then the second set of strumming ends on an up, but it is a much shorter. Shorter.
I'm also trying to remember when to end the fast. I'm going to pull up a damn video so it's easier for the viewers to conceptualize what I'm talking about. Black Magic Woman FC. Of course, it's going to be my video up top. Easy, GG. We take those.
Yeah. So I think Dark High also did a run too. They did a run.
Yes,
that
I was
died
watching
at,
that live.
At Cherub Rock, I believe.
Yes,
I don't think
not
I passed
not
Black-
the
did they get
spot that you would.
Black-
Yes, they did. They
Wasn't
got
it
past
the
Black Magic Woman.
strumming a hammer on that did it to Dark Eye?
Yes, it was
Yes.
running a hammer on. It was right after Miss Laney raided, and she was like, "Thank you, Miss Laney, for the raid." And then
that's so
dead.
tragic.
Yeah,
That's so tragic.
Miscellany
That
feels
hurts.
like he is to blame. But,
Well, to be fair, the first 3 letters of miscellany are MIS. Miss.
that's true.
So miscellany is
Miscellany.
never allowed to raid a permadeath again.
No, he is
Can't have
miss-
miscellany without missing.
That's
Nope.
so true.
And I may have gotten another person permadeath early, and you'll probably see in due time.
Ooh, okay.
You'll see. No
We'll
guessing
see.
right now.
I won't guess. But
Oh,
anyways,
I can already guess who it is.
I have
but
the
won't
video up
guess
of Black Magic
publicly.
Woman now. So
Yeah.
the first set of orange strumming, there are 4 slower oranges, and then you go into the faster section. I believe this should end on an up strum, and then the slower oranges afterward starts on a down and then ends on a down. And then the second set of orange strums, there's two slower oranges, and then there's the fast set of oranges. So you start down, that ends on an up. Does it? I don't fucking remember anymore. I remembered it when I was playing it. I don't remember anymore. But it ends.
No, I think
at the
it's
end, it
good
ends on
to
an
not
up.
overthink it too, because like once you get back there, Black Magic Woman, it's like okay. As long as I can just do it, then I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
and I can do it.
I have to like really lock down and figure this one out because this is where that's where my run died is Black Magic Woman.
Yes.
Which sucked. It sucked because I
It's
really
really- it's
wanted
really
to
not
make it
that
to
bad,
at least
I don't
tier
think.
7. All I know is that once Raining Blood hits, that's going to be crazy.
My
Oh, yeah.
I'm
That
playing Cliffs of
flood the
Dover
first
and
time?
the Number of the Beast first.
Oh, Jake
Yeah,
missed
like-
on Before I Forget. If you're wondering what happened. Jake
Oh
missed
yeah,
on
yeah.
Before I
My run
Forget.
died, and before I forget, it was a shit
That
miss.
shit was dumb too.
Yeah, it was me
was
just
really dumb.
getting complacent and too comfortable. I just it's the verse where it goes dun 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 the one
The
with the
green
chords.
red going into the
It-
yellow red.
yep,
That's where you
goes-
missed.
Yep,
That's
green red chord going
brutal.
to red yellow. I just held down green too much. I didn't let go of green when I was doing the chord change, and I missed. It was a dumb miss. I could have went
Just
to
'cause
tier
it-
8. I was feeling it, but oh well.
Hey, just because it has an easier engine doesn't mean you can't, shit miss because again, it's console, right? Like,
Yep, it
Oh,
is
absolutely.
certainly not
Tony
free.
Hawk
Far
ass game.
from it.
I mean, GH3's got infinite front end and wide ass hit window, but like you can still miss in that game just because it's
Easily.
slop.
It's still
Especially-
a
Clone Hero
dynamic
and
hit
that's
window.
slop.
Still
Yeah.
dynamic. When they get close, you have to be accurate.
and
Yeah,
if you're
it's
strumming
funny.
hammer-ons, you can have that get eaten, right? Like,
I try to avoid strumming hammer-ons as much as I can because they're inconsistent. I don't like it.
Yeah,
very-
like GH2 eats them way less than GH3. Like
By
way,
far, I
way,
feel
way
much more
less.
confident. Like in Mr. Lou, if you
Yeah.
could strum through Mr. Lou on Guitar Hero 2, you could strum through every hopo and be fine. If that was in Guitar Hero 3, I almost can guarantee you that I'm overstrumming at some point. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah, and the fret forgiveness, like whatever window is probably like smaller on the Neversoft games in comparison to.
I think it's the
Harmonix
same.
engine.
I think it's actually
Is
the
it?
same. I think that the frames that you have that are like for Coyote Time, I believe, is the same throughout every game. I'm not entirely sure about that. I haven't looked at the
Interesting.
code, but I'm pretty sure it's roughly equivalent. Regardless, my
Cool.
run died after the way I sectioned things off. I did most of the tiers, and then after I got done with tier 6, I wanted to take a small break before getting into tier 7 because I felt like that was probably going to be more likely of a miss. I wanted to go back and finish all the quick play exclusives as well, which are not part of the regular tiers. They got moved to the bonus songs section for Permadeath. So you don't have to go back into quick play and do it. I mean, otherwise you have to unlock them by playing co-op. I was going to do that. So I went back and played all the co-op exclusives. I got all those done as well. So it's like the first 6 tiers plus co-op exclusives plus Closer. That's as far as I got. And then tier 7 is un-FC'd, tier 8's un-FC'd, and then everything past that. There's actually a new update from the one that I played on, where Through the Fire and Flames is locked behind. You have to beat career.
Oh God, I have not said that in like a episode or anything. I've only really said it in streams. I had some time to talk about it with some people, and I was thinking about it over the couple days. I'm like, man, Guitar Hero 3 is so much less stressful. Let's just make it stressful. So we're gonna do Through the Fire and Flames as God intended, which is only accessible after career mode. And so the way that they're doing that is that they're making Through the Fire and Flames cost an obscene amount of money, which the obscene amount of money is what you get after beating Lou. And so that is the only time that you can buy it. All the bonus songs are going to not be free anymore, because previously it was going to be free. And then previously Through the Fire and Flames was going to be $12,000. So that only required you to FC 6 songs. I think it was FCing past Mississippi Queen. You had to FC past Mississippi Queen if we're not counting the co-op exclusives. Because that wouldn't count anyway because it's a bonus song. But yeah, no, I just thought about it. I'm like, you know what? It would be pretty great if we forced people to wait very long for Through the Fire and Flames.
I like that.
I think it's really good.
Because GH3's
like kind of
engine is
getting
way less challenging.
It's like doing a no-hit run, right? And you got to defeat all these bosses to get to the final boss.
Making the nerves crazy.
You can't get to Radagon that early. You can't. You have to be.
And if you do, you're going to be underleveled, and you'll never.
You're going to be. You're going to be very underleveled. It's like you can't do Radagon or Elden Beast without doing all these guys first. So it's like you got to do. But you can skip, different markets, but that's besides the point. You know what I mean?
Regardless. Yeah, the analogy doesn't work perfectly, but yeah.
It doesn't work
like
perfectly,
it.
But you know what I mean.
I like the idea, because it's just different than Guitar Hero 2. Originally, the idea was to have it very similar to the Guitar Hero 2 Permadeath run, where you got the hardest songs out of the way right away. You played one song, went to the bonuses, you bought Jordan, you bought Trogdor, you bought 6 or whatever. You got Jordan done right away. But that's a thing you can do in the normal game. If you go load up a Guitar Hero 2 right now from your disc, you can go beat one song, you can go buy Jordan from the shop, you can go do whatever you want. That's perfectly fine. Guitar Hero 3 doesn't work that way. You cannot buy Through the Fire and Flames. You can only unlock Through the Fire and Flames by beating Lou.
Yeah.
So I like that remains in Permadeath as well. It makes runs more interesting.
One of the things I really want to work out is credits being postponed until all of the FCs are done, so then
can
play Slow Ride at the at the tower. You know what I mean?
Slow ride at the tower? You don't want to do a victory? You don't want to do a victory lap through the Fire and Flames?
I think it would just be funny if it was a completely different song that was.
That would be awesome.
Or I could get them to hack in Surrender, and then the file would be like fucking 20 megabytes, and there's Surrender.
Mommy's all right. Daddy's all right.
And then you have to FC Surrender.
Yes, we can.
Oh, or Yes, we can.
That's the victory lap song. Yes, we can. Because you did.
Yeah.
You can do it. You did it.
Oh yeah, if you haven't watched the fucking documentary, go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it.
Go watch it. It's a good video. He worked really hard on it.
It's not perfect. There's probably some things I could have added.
Texas Roadhouse.
But it was pretty good. Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse.
Oh,
that's great.
One more thing rhythm game related that I want to talk about. There's something big happening on the Beat Saber side, because I was notified about this morning. You guys got to see this shit.
What's going on?
You guys have to see this. It's just a minute-long trailer, but you can kind of skim through it. But this is the mod chart scene for Beat Saber. Everything that you see in this trailer is what you can experience in the headset. It is bonkers. It's like
whoa, wait, what?
The stuff in here is like I could only compare it to like Epic Games events in Fortnite. But they're doing
Is it the back rooms?
Yeah, that's the back rooms.
What?
But
what the fuck?
Look at the mods in here, man. Shout out to Monty, long time Beat Saber modder who's done so much work with a lot of these, like Noodle extensions and all this stuff. basically making mod charts possible in Beat Saber. They're releasing this on the 18th of this month, and I'm honestly going to dig out my headset because I kind of want to check this out.
This is going to be
I
great
really
content.
want to.
I remember seeing...
I still have my headset, but
And
I'm not
so
good at
this-
Beat Saber.
Yeah, no, but like this is just cool, you know?
It's an experience, yeah.
Yeah, no, and so I don't know how long they've been working on this. This is a sequel to another mod chart pack they did called Extra Sensory. I remember playing through Extra Sensory long time ago. I think when it was still in development, I got to play some of the charts, or some of the charts released early on before the whole pack dropped. And I was like, this is cool as fuck. It was when I got hit by the train in game. It was basically, that's where it started, and then they just kind of developed on that idea. Extra Sensory 2 looks fucking insane.
That's neat.
So, yeah, shout out to
looks
Cube
awesome.
Community. That's like the Beat Saber side. I mean, like, hey, a lot. What the head charter for former head charter now for Beat Saber, he's a big Rock Band and Guitar Hero head, and he made the first ever chart of Through the Fire and Flames, which was based around the Guitar Hero 3 chart. For Beat Saber. He goes by Freak with 3 E's.
What?
F-R-E-E-K.
Oh, with the F.
There's
okay.
another freak.
Yeah.
Another freak. But
That goes.
he,
There's 3 freaks now with E's in there. We don't forget about Game Freak Student 1.
Sorry, he used to be like lead of charting for Beat Saber, and then he became game director at Beat Games, which is the the company that makes Beat Saber, or when Meta bought Beat Saber, and then they made the whole game division out of it. But like, yeah, no, he's awesome. Oh yeah, he's also the one that secured that fucking that $500 Guitar Hero Metallica guitar on Rebirth.
That was him?
That's him. That's him.
Who was I just talking to about this? Who was I just
Here,
talking to about
I
this?
found
Who
the
was
tweet. I found the
just talking
tweet.
to about this?
Sorry, more lore that's dropping. This is him.
Yes. I remember it was somebody. Somebody asked me about this. If they thought if there's more of them out there, I was like, no, it seems like a very one of one type of deal. But it did go to somebody who like is in the know. Yeah, Beat Saber. That's who it is.
That's wild.
Yes,
That's
And
crazy.
So it went to a true fan of the game's home, and I'm very happy about that.
Yep, this is a cool ass guitar, man. This is a great collector's item.
Yeah, no. It's
That's
cool.
so sick.
That's
I can't
awesome.
very
believe they
cool
made
to
that
see.
shit, dude. I
I
still
know
can't
that's
believe they made
a
that
cool ass
shit.
thing.
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
amazing.
Forget about who actually made it. It was definitely not. It wasn't Red Octane. It was somebody else though. But it was like a partnership, I think.
Never saw
Got the-
this. That's so sick.
Have to ask Lee.
Yeah, he might
Ask our
know.
friend
Yeah,
Lee.
what do you know about this?
Yeah, I mean, what you know about this, bro?
I think it had a German copy of Metallica in there too, so I don't know if it was even in the U.S.
Let's zoom in.
Yeah, but like
looks like
no,
my
it's-
German copy,
Yeah.
because that's what that is. No, it's not German. There's a German language in there, but I'm pretty sure I got that from Poland.
The walk from Poland. All right,
What are
we
you
ran out
talking
of things to yap about. All right,
What are you talking about, man?
No.
What?
No, wait. No.
There's more.
Remember
there's more.
well, yeah. Remember I said earlier before the episode that, what do we want to do with Lore Hero in 2025?
Yes. What would you guys like to see from us?
Yeah.
What do
have a
we
few
want to see for
ideas.
ourselves?
Yeah. We want to do more guests. That's
I don't
that's
want
in
to
the
name
pipeline.
drop nobody yet.
Yeah,
No.
just more guests in general.
For guests. I think we have a couple of people who would be interested to be on, but we're gonna
Yes.
try. Maybe I don't want to push ourselves too much. Be like, oh yeah, one guest a month type shit. It's just
No,
gonna
I
be
think
like
we're not
like
gonna.
by
I don't think we
month.
should commit to any sort of like rigid
When we get them,
one
we
guest
get them.
per every.
When
Yeah,
we get them.
we get them. Whenever it works out, we just like to have it at a bit more of a consistent
Yeah,
pace.
make sure
we've
it's
only
like-
had maybe like we've only had a small handful of guests so far.
Yeah.
we have I'd like to have more. I'd like to learn more lore from other people. We don't know
Space them
everything.
out a little bit. Maybe hopefully more opportunities for us being IRL will pop up this year. That would be great. I think we'd all want that.
Absolutely,
and
I'd
then,
love that.
and then also maybe tournaments run by us. You know what I mean? So
Who would have experience doing that?
who would have experience doing that? I know
None of
Jason.
us.
Yeah, we
Nobody.
talked about this last. We talked about this last episode because we're talking about the festival tournament. And I was just like, if we could branch off, do this whole thing. It doesn't have to just be festival. It could be, one of the things that garners interest for competitive play, and it being attached to Lore Hero. That'd be great for not only us, just the community that we're building, which thank you guys. But it was just, what if we did like a Guitar Hero 3 tournament with customs on our PCS3 using PS3 Reborn, that type of thing for people to
that's the thing that could actually happen
So
now.
sick.
World
Yeah.
Tour
So
Definitive
fucking cool.
Edition battle mode tournaments. That'd be cool too. It would be cool to have a Rock Band 2 score duel tournament. Who knows? Invitational wise, because that would probably take forever. But the battle mode thing would be some sort of an open. But that's just ideas that we want to run by for people, and so it gives us the motivation to actually start looking into it, finding people to help run it with us too, and then we'll probably have some awesome stuff for people to win too. I'm thinking fucking Steam gift cards. I'm thinking, console gift cards, things like that. Things that people like.
V-Bucks.
When the crack guitar drops, or fucking doohickeys.
Oh, imagine
We'll
winning
try-
a crack
we'll
guitar.
try and
That'd be
get some-
awesome.
Hey, I'm not
No.
gonna be the one to be like, hey, let's get cracked for this. I'll fucking buy Neo S's and then I'll
Yeah.
buy doohickeys and then supply them out to winners. I think that's a fire gift.
Just don't say you'll
No.
do hickeys as prizes. That's
Bro's full of bangers today. Dang.
I love it. It's so
Jesus
good.
Christ.
Yeah, yo,
Let's go.
First prize, I'll do hickeys.
Come here.
Come here.
Come here.
Yo.
Give me that neck of yours. Anyways,
Oh,
I think the last live stream we did was a smash hit. I think everybody loved it. We loved doing it. I'd like to do more Lower Hero live streams today. Or not today, this year.
Oh, today.
Imagine today.
Well, I mean,
go
hey,
to
today
twitch.tv/WiseBoot today.
Hey, Jake,
You
we
can go
playing
watch a
Halo
live stream.
today, bro? We playing Halo?
Yeah, we're playing Halo 2 days ago, actually, yeah. Monday
Oh,
night.
yeah, sorry. 2 days ago, we were playing Halo.
Yeah, I'm down Halo
Two?
2 Legendary. Let's
Are we
fucking
gonna-
go. Let's do it.
Legendary.
Legendary, let's
Ooh,
fucking
that'll
do
be
it.
funny.
Not
That will
Lasso,
be
but
funny.
Legendary. Yeah, tonight at whatever time
I'm
you
gonna play
want
on
to go live.
classic graphics, no cap. Fuck that shit. Fuck the
Me too.
anniversary graphics.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I
want to do
think
more collabs.
more
That'd
collabs
be
would be
good.
cool.
If all four of us could do if Pro Drums comes out this year, then we got to do what we did when Festival came out, where all four
All
of us.
four of us just play through the whole thing.
Please.
Yeah,
Yes.
for the
Yeah,
whole
I'll-
day.
I'll,
the whole
I'll-
day.
I'll see
Marathon.
if I can get the whole. Oh yeah, dude, man. Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune Miku.
in What?
Not
10
next
days?
episode, but the episode after. We're gonna have season 7 in a first reaction. That's
True.
coming up.
Yes.
Actually,
weeks.
Oh.
we're gonna have to record on Tuesday next week because that'll be the day that it comes out. We should definitely
We should
do a
push
live
back our
episode then.
recording.
Let's do a live
Uh,
episode.
Live.
So
I'm down.
that's.
We can do it
I
live
think we
on
should
that
do it live.
Wednesday. Huh? Okay, I'd be down
I'm
for
down.
that.
I mean,
I'm available.
we could do a live episode next week. Yeah, instead of guessing right
Yeah.
before, because we're
because
I don't
people
wanna
have
guess.
complained when
I'm done
we're,
guessing.
when we're late.
We
you
should
know?
do it on the day. It actually lines up.
Yeah.
So
It
The
does. It lines up
15th?
really well. 15th, January
We should
15th.
just do it.
I'm
Okay.
down for it. Mark it down
I'm
on the
down
calendars,
too.
folks. January
I'll be
15th
available.
at whatever time we want to do it. What time do you guys want to do it on Wednesday night?
We'll figure it
That's already
out.
Next week.
We'll figure
Wednesday,
it out.
whenever.
Dude,
We'll figure it
don't
out.
put
All
us
right,
on the
this-
spot. We'll figure
This
it out.
week is gonna
Yeah.
go blazing by then, or it
It
might be
better.
the slowest ever. I don't fucking know.
Go either
But-
way.
I'm pretty excited just to see what's up because they never give us hints until
No,
the hour
day
before the season drops.
Yeah, it's insane.
I'm sorry, that's an exaggeration, but it truly does feel like
It's
so.
like
They don't
it's-
give us
it's like
any
within
hints at all.
24 hours. Like they will probably announce Hatsune Miku Monday 13th. That's probably
Yeah.
when they'll do it at whatever time.
And
9
then they
in the morning.
break the internet because
Mhm.
now we're gonna get some real rhythm game beaters in our games.
They're gonna
in
be-
the
They are.
festival. I'm just hoping that the vocal charts are gonna be 7s. They're all gonna be 7s, man.
Please, God, yes.
That's
That'd be
gonna
awesome.
be really cool. Say what you want. Maybe the genre's not for you. Definitely ain't for me. But I see it as bleep
Me
bloops.
too.
I
Yeah.
see it as bleep bloops, man. And
I
like
played
that
a
shit's
bleep blue.
I think that shit's pretty awesome. I'm just saying.
It'll
if the
definitely
rumor,
introduce more people from other genres of rhythm game to this
Yeah.
game, which is good.
Yes.
Bigger tent.
if the Ash Nico Daisy 2.0 leak is real, then I'm curious to see how much of that gets censored. Like being a bitch is my kink. I can't wait to say that in Fortnite Festival.
Bitches
Yeah,
are in
baby.
Fortnite. I'm pretty sure. I think there's some other songs that say bitch.
Ooh.
Being a bitch is my kink. I'm ready for season 7.
I don't know. I don't know if kink has been mentioned yet.
Yeah, I don't know. know if
Super
that's
freak.
Oh, yeah?
Super freak.
Kinky.
She's a
kinky?
really kinky girl.
Kinky
Yeah, you're
girl.
right.
That's
Yeah.
uncensored.
Yeah,
That's
True.
right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we could have uncensored bitch kinks.
bitch is my kink. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Don't think we're
Let's
gonna
go
get
Fortnite.
the what the fuck though in the next line. We're probably
Yeah, I don't know
Probably
about that
not. Be pretty
Yeah.
safe.
No
uncensored
that won't
fucking.
happen. No,
I
no.
don't know if that's part
None
of
of that
Tim
in Fortnite.
Sweeney's like vision. You know,
If it is, I got to
Uncensored.
question him about what he's looking at, man.
I got several
yeah.
questions.
Wow,
for Mr. Sweeney.
That's wrong kind of streaming.
Yeah. Anyways, we lied, guys. Next week we're gonna be talking to Tim Sweeney live on the pod about Fortnite. Festival.
Why'd you tell
Can you
them?
imagine? Can you imagine getting Tim Sweeney on our silly little podcast?
Come back
That
in like
sounds
5
so
years.
silly.
Come back
Yeah.
in like 5 years.
Come back in 5 years.
Welcome to Lore Hero. We're Sweeneying everywhere.
We live
Welcome
in
to Lore
Fortnite
Hero.
metaverse
Yeah,
now.
you know, I had a rough night last night, but then I woke up in the festival lobby this morning, and everything was great. Yeah, I woke up, drank some V-Bucks, and now I'm here.
Drink. I popped a couple.
It's food.
Oh,
It's not currency anymore. It's food.
Hold on. There. When I was streaming GH3 Permadeath last week, a first-time chatter came into my chat and said, "Guitar Hero 3 Permadeath, but when you die, you take a perk 30. Call that perk of death."
That's the fastest way to become fucking addicted to opiates. Jesus Christ.
Perk of death run.
Mom, it's not my fault. I tried to beat GH3 and now I'm addicted to painkillers.
Effects of
Judas Priest especially.
Where can I buy Percocet?
Jake, don't
Walgreens.
Google that.
All right, so you get tired.
CVS?
You throw up. You can't poop. You get confused. You get addicted, and you get itchy, and you have headaches. I can't imagine anything
Sounds
more
great
miserable
to me.
than all
Listen.
of those things mixed together, man.
Listen,
That is
I
miserable.
already am pretty itchy most of the time. My skin's weird, so that's fine. I can deal with that. I'm addicted to Balatro, so I got that on lock. We're fine here, I think. We can do this.
Jake, didn't you miss a flight like 40 minutes ago?
Fuck!
Oh, you gotta go.
my
You gotta go. You
God,
gotta
I had
go. You gotta
plans. Oh, no. Oh, man. We're not going to be taking it back. What's ours this year? That
We just
sucks.
got to meet under the bridge like every other day.
It's true.
I heard bad things happen under the bridge. A 19-year-old murdered a homeless man under a bridge.
Okay,
You
all right,
remember
we're
that?
done. We're done here. We're done.
What happened?
Episode's done.
Red Hot Chili
Episode's
Peppers
done.
did what?
No.